Hello, everybody, and welcome back to DreamHack TF2 Community Clash North America of Fall 2022. We have our grand finals. Finally, throughout all the teams, we finally have two finalists in 20ZC and froyotech. I am Trad. Joining me tonight is TC Mano Core on production. How are you doing, TC?
I am doing extremely well. I'm extremely excited for this rematch. We saw them in the upper bracket finals just yesterday, and 20ZC, they were looking pretty good. They took first Viaduct. I think it was a clean 3-0, and then Gullywash, they took it 5-1. So I'm interested to see if they're going to be able to keep up that level of dominance, or if froyotech, they've had all day to, think about what they can change. And we know that they can come back from pretty extreme deficits. The G6 game on Metalworks, they were down 4-0 and they brought it back to a 5-4, probably one of the comebacks that we've seen recently. So we know they can do it. They've had the time to think about it, presumably. And, they had a warm-up game just earlier if you'd been watching along with us. So they're definitely warmed up. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to adapt. And I guess we can start going down via map picks and bans. But before we do that, just real quick shout out to our sponsors, Intel, Monster Energy, U.S. Air Force, and Circle K, all so much for helping contribute to this event, making things like these possible, and continuing to sponsor the TF2 scene. And now we can start going on to the map picks and bans. So I don't know if you've got it up on your end, Trad, but Zilly's team or 20ZC was the first to ban. They banned Metalworks. Any thoughts about that?
Maybe they were just scared of seeing that froyotech performance against G6, which was on Metalworks. If anybody does not know what happened, basically froyotech, I think like a G6 were up 4-0 and they were playing with the Unity rule set, which we do have in this community clash as well. Basically, short gist is that you play till 30 minutes. At the end of 30 minutes, if somebody has won 5 rounds, then they win. Otherwise, then you keep playing until whoever has more rounds wins one more round. So if it was like 4-0, then you play until 5. And that's basically what happened. Like a G6 had 4 rounds. I think it was 4-1 at the end of 30 minutes, and Froyotech literally won 5 rounds in a row to win the match. So perhaps that was what 20ZC were keeping in mind when they banned Metalworks. And then we can see that they banned Bagel next afterwards, and then picked Product as actually the first map that we will be seeing in this series. So yeah, what do you think about Koth as the opener here?
Yeah. For Furrytech, it made sense, I think, to ban Bagel. I think it's interesting that they decided to ban Bagel and not Product, considering they did lose to 20ZC yesterday. Maybe they think, oh, we've seen how they play on Viaduct. We'll be able to adapt, or we've figured out some way they play that we're able to respond to, and maybe go into Bagel. They don't know how they play at all, so it'd be a complete shot in the dark. So I understand why they decided to ban a Koth map. Maybe because it's a newer team, then maybe don't feel as confident with it. Maybe with their collective M to hang in there, which is a bit more important on the Koth maps. But it is going to be a 20ZC that a picks Viaduct, which makes sense for them. Koth has been their strong suit. Froyotech picking Sunshine, which, historically, Trad, has been a pretty big Froyotech map. I know they like it a lot. It's been one of their stronger maps for a long time. So, and, making sure it's all on 5 CP, I think, plays a bit more into their wheelhouse. Then we've got a Process as the next pick for 20ZC. I mean, down the line, we're basically playing every other map. Is there
Yeah.
anything yeah, is there anything you kind of see from that? I mean, Gully is the last one, and they played that yesterday. It's kind of interesting that both teams would leave it last. You know what I mean? It feels like maybe one team would have walked away from that engagement, maybe feeling a bit stronger about it, but they left it to the last.
Yeah, probably would have thought that 20ZC would maybe want to take Gully Wash again, given how well they performed against Froyotech yesterday, but perhaps that will still work to their advantage. If it even gets to a fifth map, then they'll have that in their back pocket to finish out the series. But I'm sure 20ZC are looking to make this a clean 3-0. They were quite dominant yesterday, and I'm assuming they're going to try and do the exact same thing today and just finish it off strong. But of course, froyotech looking to make sure that that does not happen to them. They don't want to be a 3-0 and out straight away, and they were looking quite strong today, playing against an albeit weaker. Um, is it item 9? I forgot what the large number 9. That's what the team was called. And they were quite strong there, but this is going to be the real test to see if they can overcome honestly, like the raid boss, the big boy here in the tournament of 20ZC.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to adapt. First map though is going to be product, which is going to be the first one we're going to see. And it was the first one last time in the upper bracket finals, and it went pretty dominantly in favor of 20ZC. There were a few rounds where froyotech got kind of close. I think the second round they played, they froyotech maybe only had 2 seconds left on the clock, and they were almost about to close it down, but I think 20ZC got the better of a DM fight at the end. So they were definitely showing signs that they can hang in there. They just weren't able to close it out. So, I mean, what do you expect to see maybe from Fryotech to maybe help them get in here? Because last time I think we saw some Donovan Sniper, which he could definitely pull up again. We might see some Yum Yum Sniper, maybe even some Bandy Sniper. All of those guys can snipe. On the opposite side of 20CC, we didn't really see that much sniper from them. I think at the end of one of the rounds we saw, I want to say maybe Brand Slam or maybe High Five go sniper, but it didn't seem to be something they were initially going for. But I think we might see some Froyotech sniper coming out today if things aren't going perhaps the way they envisioned them to.
Yeah, for sure. I think all the players on froyotech quite versatile, and lots of people can pull out the sniper class. I know in the earlier match today that I watched and casted, froyotech did not have any snipers, but it was probably not very representative of how they're gonna approach this game plan against 20CC, a much stronger team. So we'll see. Maybe they adapt and pull out that kind of strategy again. But yeah, you were asking about what should I be looking forward to, or what I'm looking forward to see how Froyotech can rebound in this game. Probably thinking about how their soldiers can really make a lot of space and be big playmakers on this map. I know for sure that was what was powering them in the match earlier today. Donovan and Sim just always being annoying in the back lines, jumping in behind right away in the first mids and just harassing the combo. Everybody else on the side of 20ZC when they were playing that match. And yeah, I think we were mentioning this a little bit about the players of both teams, but we actually do have a stand-in for Tech. We did have one yesterday as well, but we have another player in for this grand final, and it's going to be Logan playing for them on the demo role. Seems like a rotating role, at least for this cup so far.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, last time obviously we saw AIM, aka Sai, aka AIM, play demo for Froyotech, and did well. But now we're gonna have Logan for Froyotech instead of obviously Ether or Ether, depending on how you pronounce it. Because I guess he couldn't make the cup this weekend. Unfortunate, but you got some great fill-ins as well. Logan, a really great demo on G6, proven at LAN as well in the regular RGL invite. So he's going to be stepping up for Froyotech. On the other side, on the side of 20ZC, I do think we are going to have Ash instead of Marmalou, who was playing for them last time. Both of them on 20ZC for RGL, but this time I think Ash is for starters, and he was able to show up today. So he's going to be stepping in, just waiting on the rest of the 20ZC players to get in the server. But I do think it is going to be interesting to see how Froyotech adapts. Like you said, one thing they were doing last time, especially on the Metalworks game and also on the Gully Wash game, is they were really focusing the demo a lot. On Metalworks, they started to focus Logan down, and that's when they started to win. And on Gully Wash, they were trying to do the same thing to Habib. It didn't quite work out, but a lot of their mids were, we'll take the enemy side first, and we'll just rush down Habib. So I don't know if they're going to be doing the same thing today to the enemy demo. Obviously, product a really great map for demo. You can get a lot of damage, a lot of great spam angles to play, and if they're able to lock him down, shut down, and give their soldiers some like opportunity and scout some ground to work with, they can definitely take this away from 20ZC. But I think it's just going to be able if they're going to be able to take down the demo without losing too many of their own players in the process, which I think is what was happening last time we saw
Yeah.
them play against 20cc.
For sure. I was wondering if maybe that was kind of like an anti-Habib strat. They just wanted to try and contain him as much as possible because letting him loose and do whatever he wants would be quite disastrous for your team. So I was wondering if maybe that was what they were aiming to do with that last time. Of course, it didn't quite work out as they did lose. But we'll see how they adapt here. We don't even know if Habib will be the demo again. Seems like the demo man role is rotating for both teams as well.
Yeah, it definitely is. Got High Five and Zilly in the server, just waiting on one more who does happen to be the demo. So we'll see if Beeb makes his appearance once again. Regardless, I think we do have Brand Slam on the sniper, so maybe 20cc is going to be running that sniper, put in Brand Slam on it. Gotta say, it's going to be interesting to see how the scouts match up, though, because last time Brand Slam and High Five were putting off. I think High Five had some ridiculous stat line, as only High Five does. Um, but I think that's a large reason of why they won so dominant last time is that those scouts were just going off. Okay. And yeah, Habib is now joining the server. So we do have all 12 in the server waiting and just readying up for you guys. I'm going to ask you for some predictions, Chad, just for the first map, not for the whole thing, but for the first map, who do you think is going to walk away with it? By how much? Once again, it is only going to 3. We're not doing a to 4 like you normally do in the RGL season. It's just going to be first to 3. So, what are your predictions?
I liked how froyotech looked earlier today, and they were playing product as well. So, but 20ZC just too strong. So I'm gonna give it a 3-1 for 20ZC. I think froyotech will put up a better fight than yesterday, but I am imagining 20ZC will stay strong and convert this first map of theirs.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. I think it is gonna be interesting to know how much changing out Logan for or changing out Psy for Logan is gonna affect them and like how they play. Because I know Psy
Yeah.
historically, I've been told he likes to play a little bit baity on demo. He likes to stay back, type of thing. So I don't know. Maybe that works better with Froyotech's current playstyle. Maybe that's gonna work worse compared to how Logan is gonna play this, but. It is going to be interesting. We do have all 12, and so we're just going to be waiting. I'm going to give my prediction. I do say I agree. I think it is still going to be a 20cc victory. I'm going to say 3-2. I think Fairytech going to get a second round off of it. I expect maybe some insane sniper plays from Donovan or a Yum Yum to come out. I think last time Yum Yum was a huge playmaker for Fairytech on their Metalworks game against G6. And I think if he's able to show up today as well as Donovan, then can see a pretty good game. Who do you think the playmakers? And who do you expect to be the MVPs are?
I would say, uh, maybe, I mean, Habib standing in as a ringer, I think he'll have a lot of good impact on this map right now. I would probably think the scouts looking at Brand Slam, High Five, and on the side of Froyotech, Yum Yum, and Banny. I'd want to see one of the scouts on each team like be leading the charge for their team and making sure that they can come away with the victory. We do have the little birdies in our ears saying that the match will begin very shortly within the minute. So everybody hopefully get excited as this is the grand finals of the DreamHack Beyond Community Clash. And we have quite a series ahead of us, at least 3 maps, and hopefully even more than that for the sake of all the viewers. So yeah.
Yeah, and we do have one team readying up. It is going to be Froyotech just waiting on 20cc to hit that F4 and start the game. When it starts, I am be watching Logan versus Demo just to see Or actually Logan versus Habib, just to see, who gets the better of that initial sticky sniping trade-off. As we do see 20ZC go live, and this is going to be the first round here of the grand finals over on Product. And as I said, I'm going to be watching Logan on this rollout just to see how he goes. Looks like he's going cliffside at the moment, and a bit of an interesting strategy, but he is gonna roll out the same time as Habib, just gonna be trading stickies across the point. We do see froyotech getting onto that big rock. We do see Sin flying in, gonna be trying to go in for a bomb. Yum Yum as well is gonna be taken down. Habada on the other side of the map, Yum Yum as well is gonna try to escort him out. Can he get out? Oh my god, he just barely gets through Japan. Looks like he is gonna be able to get out. Actually, Habada getting a nice arrow off onto high five, and I think that is gonna allow him to escape back to his spawn room to meet his spawners. That was a very aggressive play from froyotech. They tried to go in super deep. They didn't get Zilly, but luckily Habada was able to stay alive there, and Ubers are going to be even if they did lose the point trap.
Yeah, honestly, I thought I was watching the the lower bracket final with how aggressive froyotech were right out of the gate. It was the same strategy that they employed, but this time the players of 20ZZ knew just how to counter that, and it shows as 20ZC are the first players to cap. But froyotech are coming back into this. Seems like they're fighting right now. Both players down a player. There's one soldier coming in. Donovan just finishing up Habib a little bit isolated from the rest of his team. And that is going to look good for the side of froyotech. Some players quite unhealthy. Sin just going back for a health pack. But the scouts have managed to edge the point, and this is looking very good. 20ZC popping off the Uber, but froyotech are so far back. Habada is not in any danger at all, and as a result, froyotech now have the full Uber advantage. They can use this board, or they can likely try and hold on, but right now they're losing all the players. Three players, Habada just dropping everybody right now. Yum Yum finally equalizing, taking down Habib. A lot of low players, but froyotech are just going to have to cut their losses.
Ash? Oh my god, they're collapsing on the Habada. He's just staying alive, but not for naught. He's gonna die eventually. Oh my god, Brand Slam on Betray, super greedy there. And that was a great recollapse from 20ZC. They played that quickly. They had a terrible Uber in all consideration initially, but they were able to make sure that froyotech had an even worse Uber. They played that well. Yeah, Habada dropping 3 there wasn't good, and they were able to clean up. We do see the soldiers though from froyotech flying in. Gonna be Sin and Donovan trying to go in behind. Sin is gonna be taken down. Zilly just juking and dodging. He does catch a sticky, but he's not gonna go down because of it. Logan is gonna back up to meet with his heals. They have a lot of cap down, but they don't want to do just yet. They want to wait for their spawners to get up. Just gotta wait one more second for Donovan. They are at Uber disad, so I wouldn't be surprised to see 20ZC try and use Uber to block the point. They are gonna back up onto the point, and they do have that better positioning and ground at the moment. It looks like froyotech do want to try and sneak this out from under the nose, but the Uber is going to come out from 20ZC, going to be chasing it onto Logan, going to be trying to see if they can get him. They do take down Habada and Donovan. Logan eventually going to be falling by the cliff area. Sin as well is going to die. They do lose for it, but a soldier for the whole entire enemy team is a trade many would take.
Yeah, that was rough. I liked the soldier ideas, both Sin and Donovan just syncing up their bombs, forcing out an early Uber from Zilly, but Habada just wasn't in the right place there to get out, and as a result, that early force really did nothing, as 20ZC will still have around a 20% advantage, and all of that time, a whole 2-minute advantage on the round timer right now. It's looking very dire for froyotech, as both soldiers again initiating right now. Vanny gonna actually be the first casualty. Sin just in the back lines, but finally being picked up from Habib. Yum Yum trying to equalize, but Habib is just popping off with all of the pipes. A 3K. The players all going off. Habib, what a valuable ringer that 20ZC had.
He really is showing why he was at the top for so long. Obviously not playing this season, at least as a starter, but that doesn't matter. He's still got the pipes and the DM to make it work for his team, to give his team those opportunities. froyotech gonna be trying to bust through Donovan. Just watch that sticky trap. Bandy gets deleted, unfortunately. We do see the soldiers flying in, just gonna be trying to get any pick they possibly can. Logan in so far deep. He's actually on the point with Yum Yum. Can they get any pick whatsoever? No, they all gonna go down. Habada died in the midst of that, and that is gonna be the first round for 20ZC. Very dominant. I think froyotech only capped up the point once they've tried.
Yeah, unfortunately, I like the ideas that froyotech have, but unfortunately, like sending both soldiers in, they just aren't able to actually complete any kills. So then it's just like you're losing 2 players for free. 20ZC just cleaning up the piecemeal, and that worked out to their favor in the first round as they are up 1-0 in the round right now. Seems like it's gonna be a little bit of a repeat. Donovan just going in behind Sin with a slightly delayed bomb, but again, looking like the shades of the first round where 20ZC have a 1-pick advantage. To make that 2-pick advantage is going to be Banny and the Med just alive. One soldier also up. That's going to be Sin just staying alive. At least they're keeping Hubada fairly alive this time. Logan rejoining the fight now. So in a better position than in the first round. But again, just like that, 20ZC getting the first cap.
Yeah, they're trying to play so aggressive on these mids, but the soldier bombs just aren't working out for them. 20ZC are just able to step back, shoot down the soldiers, and then anyone else who's across the point is just a bit too far overextended. We do see them trying to push the flank right here. Yum Yum going down very low. He does manage to escape. Logan at about half health as well. A bunch of froyotech players actually fairly weak, so we're just going to have to get healed up. Donovan is actually going to go down as well, as we do see Tech going to be trying to edge the point just a little bit. High Five gets pushed all the way back across the point. Just going to be trying to push the point just a little bit. We do see the soldiers Ash. Nice bomb onto Logan. And now no demo for froyotech. They're going to have to escape. Artist with a great spoon up onto Hubada. Is just going to take him down. Banny going down as well. It's only the soldiers up for froyotech. And that is just a whole Uber deleted for them. Zilly at 100%. And now they're going to forward hold Trad.
That is just so rough. I don't know what you even do if you're in the shoes of Hubada. Like, you just pop there. I guess that is what you have to do. The player's just trying to bust out of this forward hold, and actually somewhat successful right now. They're losing both soldiers, but they managed to get the Uber out. So Froyo might be able to work with whatever small advantage they'll be able to get here. Around a 30% advantage. They're just working to try and build this right now because that's going to be their key to getting out of the forward hold, but also just back into this round because it really is quite stifling right now, this forward hold. Habib just holding by clip, the rest of the players of 20ZC just locking down the mid and the lawn area, so it's going to be rough for froyotech right now. 90%. They're trying to gear up, but the early frag. Oh, Yum Yum just a little bit disconnected, a little bit too fast. So here comes the Uber. There it is. They're busting out. Are they going to be able to get any frags? Donovan jumping onto Habib.
Chasing so deep. They're not going to get anything. Donovan's going to go down. They do lose an artist, so a soldier for a soldier. If they don't lose anyone else, it might be okay. Habib, actually, both demos are going to be traded out. Really great stuff right there to equalize that for them. And now it's just a 4v4 waiting. froyotech do have the faster respawners, but it doesn't matter if you're just going to lose anyone anyways. Everyone going down. It's just Hubada and Donovan up. Hubada is going to be able to escape back to his spawn. And that was looking okay for froyotech. They did chase deep, but they were able to get some picks to, worth to stay in there. A nice from Logan actually on the brand, but just at the end that a post fight just wasn't doing them any favors. They were just losing too many to be able to stay in there, and that was a good kite from 20ZC. We do see them using their Uber, actually going to be going in super aggressively. They do take down Hubba, Donovan, Banny, Yum Yum, all falling. It's just Logan. He's able to escape. Actually, no, he's going to die to Artist. They are so deep right here. Looks like they're going to be trying to spawn camp, and they are going to be able to take it up 2-0. Really dominant from 20C, and Trad, froyotech's backs are up against the wall, at least for this first map. They've got to make something basically out of nothing at the moment.
Yeah, this is looking quite rough for froyotech, so let's see if they do something different on this mid at least. I'm gonna see if Donovan and Sim really try and maintain the same level of aggression that they had right now. It seems like they are going to go back to Old Faithful, getting good rockets on Zilly this time. Zilly is so low. Finally the finish, and Artist on the other side was just spooning down Logan. It's actually a 3v3 right now, but they kept their medic alive for froyotech, and with 2 scouts, it's probably just going to be in the favor of froyotech, those scouts being able to dance around on the high ground on the rocks. So a good change up from froyotech that time. The soldiers actually having some impact and finishing some of the frags, and that worked out well as they are finally going to be winning a mid fight here.
Yeah, that was time it worked out for them. Let's see how long they're going to be able to hold on to this, as 20ZC are going to be aggressing forward. Brand Slam be taking down Donovan. We do see Artist in so deep. Habib's going to be getting the trade out onto Logan. We do see the Uber from Bandy. He is going to be able to take down Habib. It starts to this right now. Brand Slam falling as well. And they're not going to be able to find anything else in the Uber, but they did get a lot of picks already. High Five going to be trying to... He looked like he had a shot onto Hubba, but he's going to be wise to back out there with his medic. Going to be able to keep Zilly alive. So they are going to have a bit of Uber at to work with. We do see a big bomb coming in, not going to be able to collapse onto any damage, so they're just going to back up. froyotech going to play their side of a point, get the heals back up. Logan a bit weak there. Now to one see, they do have Uber ad here, Trad, and looks like, let's see how they're going to try and use this.
Yeah, froyotech, I mean, I like how they use that Uber there a lot better than the previous rounds, but this time it's going to be 20cc with the advantage. Can they get Hubba out? It seems like they will be able to. Hubba, there's a soldier chasing him. Is he going to be able to escape? Artist is trying his best. Unable to land onto Hubba, so good job from Logan coming back and saving the med. And that is going to be very critical for froyotech to come back into this round, but they are looking much better than at least the previous 2 rounds.
Yeah, they definitely are. They do have Uber ad again, so this Uber kind of been flip-flopping back and forth between the team. This time it's froyotech who has the advantage. Ideally, they'd like to get this point without having to use, but it looks like they're going to be trying to push the flank here. Ash and Brand Slam are going to be collapsing down onto Donovan. Looks like Yum Yum might be caught out. Ash is in the back lines to collapse onto Brand Slam. They do take down both Ash and Brand Slam, so that was actually a pretty good trade. A good way to start this Uber push for them. Artist is going to have to back off to his team. A bit of free space for froyotech. They know there's no flank to worry about whatsoever, so they're happy to just walk out from the right side. Artist going to get caught up now. Nice pipe from Logan. Take him down, and that is going to be a mid cap up, a point cap up for froyotech. Good for them. They didn't have to use their Uber there, and off of the back of that, a flank play. So now Ubers are going to be even. Going to be interesting to see how 20ZC want to break this.
Yeah, very commanding position for froyotech. Seems like their players on the flank might want to be aggressive. Donovan, everybody's just on concrete right now, and they're going forward, trying to be proactive. The Uber trade in the backline, it's favoring froyotech right now, at least 2v2, and they do have maintaining the positioning on the point right now. All the seconds very valuable for them as they are ticking it down. 40 seconds. Hubba with a high serve. Is he gonna crater? Yes, he is. Ash successful in his bomb. The rest of the players moving forward. High Five just sitting on the point and slowly capping it out. He's gonna wait a little bit for his respawners, I'm guessing. Ash, Artist, 2 more seconds, and now the rest of the froyotech wanted to delay this, deny it, and Donovan going forward. So much aggression. Zilly just dodging, but not really taking any damage at all. So froyotech successful in pushing 20ZC off the point. That's going to net them a few extra seconds, but ultimately 20ZC will manage to get this point, and they will have around a 50% Uber advantage.
Yeah, really great play.
Oh, and Donovan just stuck around a little too long. He got fragged down.
Yeah, very important. We do see Ash going to be trying to pressure a yard area. We do see as well Artist on the chase onto Logan. Bandy going down, Logan going down as well, actually. All these froyotech players a bit kind of caught out. 20ZC kind of aggressing from all angles there. They were caught out just a little bit. We do see a soldier fly in Donovan. He does get one rocket off onto Zilly, but not enough to collect the kill. With a force, Zilly going down to about 50 HP, so good hold from him there. froyotech, they do have better time on the clock at the moment. Only 30 seconds left for them, but 20cc are in a very great position. But we do see actually no, it's going to be Yum Yum on the sniper. Let's see if he's going to be able to get any pick or anything. He's just going to be peeking from that main area. He doesn't like what he sees. Donovan going to be trading out. This is going to be the rest of froyotech just barreling forward. Going to be able to get onto Zilly. That's a drop for them. Habib because they go in super deep. Going to be trying to get onto Hubba. Not going to find any damage whatsoever, and he's going to die. Great stuff from everyone on froyotech just to get that pick up onto Zilly, and that's going to be a drop. And froyotech are now in a really great position to take first round.
Wow, I don't even know how that happened. I was still looking at the Yum Yum sniper, and he was just going back to spawn, but somehow the soldier is just leading the charge. That was Sin, I think, getting a 2K, and somehow in all of the chaos, Zilly just drops the Uber. So now froyotech in a really commanding position, and they are just capitalizing on this, killing Habib. They're gonna kill Zilly here as well. Just the death wall of the Uber. All the players getting together. Donovan's gonna get cleaned up here, but the rest of the
Artis?
players now coming back in. Oh my god, and now 20ZC just flipping the script. All the players just out DMing the rest of froyotech. It's going to be Yum Yum against the world. He has a chance here. Manages to get one, but he's gonna finally get pistoled down. Sorry, that was Banny, not Yum Yum. And this is crazy. 40 seconds left for 20ZC. Just the superior DM somehow surviving the Uber and now giving themselves a chance in this. I don't think either team, or they might just get the Uber just in time at the end, but it's going to be very close as they're both just now like below 50%. The players all getting their buffs, getting ready. froyotech will have the spawn advantage, so probably they want to just start sending in players, make it scrappy as they will be favored without the point. Banny taking one,
Ash going down.
Yum Yum two. It's going to
down.
be a 2v2 trade. This is looking good right now.
Yeah, it's going to be
Oh, and
close
Billy's
on
so
the
low.
point.
Billy's
Everyone's so
cleaned
low.
up.
It's just Brandslam and Habib up and alive. We do have Habida and Yum Yum. He's going to be taking down Brandslam. Really great job. And now it's just Habib on the point. He does get one onto Yum Yum. But no, the respawners coming in from Banny. They have everyone on the point. They're going to be able to shoot him down. That is going to be the first round for froyotech. Really close, really down to the wire. froyotech adapting, at the first minute, and they were able to give themselves enough time to hang in there. Do want to say that was a really great play from 20ZC. Initially, they let Lee die. They basically just fed him to the wolves, and they shot everyone else who wasn't in the Uber. Shot Logan. I think they shot another soldier, and then froyotech, they chased so deep, and they had to turn around, giving 20ZC the opportunity. But now we're on this neck. Gonna be interesting to see. Once again, the soldiers flying in super deep. Gonna be being taken down. They do get Zilly. Nice pipe from Logan right there to take him down. Now they have just to keep Habida in alive. Logan a bit too far forward, overextended. He's going to be caught up by China, but a nice arrow to save him. Banny wants to play this, but he's just going to get piped down. Hey, Habib. Really great stuff from him there. But once again, froyotech, they still have the Uber ad, so even if they did lose a player there, they still have pretty good grounds to be able to take this. Ash just getting deleted, getting shot straight into the ground, and froyotech going to be taking the space here. Looks like they are going to be able to cap this up as they have taken the second mid here in this Viaduct match.
Yeah, I think it's funny, like, in these rounds, froyotech really haven't changed their game plan on the mids of just going all out for Zilly, but it seems like for at least these last two rounds, it's starting to be a little bit more successful. The soldiers actually connecting with their rockets, and that has paid dividends as they are in the time advantage right now in this round. As I say that, 20ZC do recap it back, so they're going to start ticking down their timer right now. Only a 20-second difference between the two. Donovan just sitting on top of the shed by the connector area, getting ready for his bomb. There's going to be the Froyo soldier duo going forward, getting onto Habib. Good rocket, but Habida gets dropped. I don't think I don't know. Habib just got the frag somewhere. Yeah, he did drop the Uber. Yikes.
Yeah, it was a sticky trap. Placed from Habib. We do have Yum Yum in the back lines. He's just going to be lurking. They should know about him. Everyone is checking around every so often to just keep tabs on where he is. He's going to be trying to make his play. Oh, he gets the force! Oh, that's so huge.
Huge play from Yum Yum there. And Habib is so far forward.
Yeah.
Okay,
just going to try
he backed up. That was someone else. My bad.
Yeah, they do take Habib though, so really great job. They as many frags as they possibly could. They only got one in Sin, and a demo for a soldier is not really the trade you want to see. So froyotech, they're going to be trying to take space here. They know there's no sticky traps to work with, so they don't worry about their medic just spontaneously dying. They're taking a lot of space, forcing the soldiers back. High five is eventually going to go down to a pipe. We do see a soldier flying in super deep. It is Sin. Art is going to be taken down. Brandslam as well. It's going to be focus fired away from the point. froyotech going to be able to cap it up. They do have a bit of Uber at only about 20%. So 20ZC, they're just going to build in their backlines. They don't have to give up too much space here, but they're going to be looking to try and take this in some way, somehow. But once again, froyotech, adapting or at least putting themselves into a better position. We do see, it looks like they want to maybe try and push the yard area, but no, they're just going to back up. Logan kind of focus fire down a little on the point. Habib, some nice stickies off. He is going to be able to take down Yum Yum. Banny as well. The Uber is going to be traded out on the point. Habib so low in the post. Don't know if we're going to be able to take him down. Sin is in the back lines. He is going to be chased down by High Five, but everyone on 20ZC is very weak. We're going to have to back up. High Five going to be leading the reinitiation charge. Going forward, Ash going to be taken down. A nice arrow to keep him alive there critically. He is going to be able to take down one for his troubles. Habib going to be taking down two. Donovan, High Five, Yum Yum all going down. Now, it is just going to be able, 20ZC going to be able to cap up the point. It's just Sin and Hubada. Hubada able to stay alive there. So Ubers are going to be even, but a really great reinitiation play from 20ZC there to cap up the point. And it's going to be up to froyotech now here, to try and get back in while Ubers are even.
Oh no, I just watched that. Hubada walking on two stickies and Habib killing. No, the froyotech were looking at such a good position and managing to keep Hubada alive in that last exchange, but then he just goes down, and now all of that is gone because 20C is just wiping the floor with the froyotech players. And now they're going to have a full Uber advantage on the side of 20ZC to try and shut froyotech out of this map. Oh man, froyotech had a chance, but now it might be looking smaller and smaller as time goes by. The rest of 20ZC just playing by the point right now. They have the Uber advantage, so they're not afraid of letting froyotech get closer, as they can just use on them as soon as they feel like they have to. But they are doing a good job of just edging out on the point. They have the Yum Yum sniper. It's actually doing huge things, killing Habib as well. The Uber is going to come forward. Ransom trying to just pick up kills.
Oh, he gets Hubada.
He does get Hubada, his routing, making it all the way around the head and the house, and managing to meet up and get right onto Hubada. So I guess mission accomplished once again, but at least froyotech got the point. They are still in this round, and they can still try and work the miracle here.
Yeah, luckily, you know, they did have the point through all of that, so they were able to keep some time whittling away. 20ZC are going to want to take back the point, so they're going to be stacking a few players on it to cap it up. They do have Uber added, as they know, but with Logan taking down Brandslam, looks like froyotech maybe want to try and get the force out. At the very least, they're going to be firing down. High Five down, and Sin can be traded out, though. A lot of charges, but Zilly, he's down so weak, he's going to have to back up. Yum Yum, he's going to be able to get him. He's going to be able to take down Habib as well. Yum Yum just securing them right now. Really great stuff from him. It's just going to be Ash up and alive, but he's going to take down himself, actually, to his own rocket. And really great plays from froyotech, specifically Yum Yum, to go in so deep, get the picks that they needed, and to secure his team an uber advantageous position.
Yeah, so now 50 seconds, froyotech will have an Uber ad to work with, so perhaps it's going to come down to some kind of final trade unless they want to use this Uber as soon as they get it. 10% remaining. The rest of the players at 20CC just grouping up by house, by the cliff area, not really moving forward just yet because they are afraid of this Uber, but they just have to cap it out to win the match. And, or at least the game, sorry. High Five.
The Uber coming in is going to be taken down too.
Place. Yeah, the soldiers, Sin doing a lot of damage here. Habib caught out in the backline. Seems like Ash is gonna get caught out as well, just jumping up all around. 15 seconds remaining, but all the players are getting cleaned up on the side of 20ZC and froyotech reigning supreme. They don't have their med, so it's gonna be only really just High Five, but he's gonna get focused down by every single player in the world right here. Zilly all alone. Habib trying his best. Artists jumping in the last few seconds,
going to
but
their
unable to do so. froyotech tie it up 2-2.
Yeah, and these froyotech rounds, you know, they've been close. They've been down to the wire. I think both times it's been basically double overtime, so they are being able to win them, but it's been extremely close. Right, are going to see on this next round. This is going to be the last round of this first map here on Viaduct, and it's been close back and forth. We're going to see if froyotech's aggressive strat works out. This time it's going to be actually Ash going in the back lines, going to be trying to aggress themselves. Yum Yum going to be taken down by a nice Habib. We are going to see Donovan in the back. He's going to be collapsing up with Sin, but they're all just going to be taken down in a huge mulch. Zilly is going to be taken down for their troubles. It's just going to be up to whoever Hubada can alive. He's just going to be juking down. He takes down Ash. Really great stuff there. Can he take down Habib? Habib is one arrowable. This is possible for Hubada. He's going to be able to delay just long enough for him to get the pick. Habib was looking at the med when he should have been looking at the respawners, and that was great from froyotech.
Wait, that was so. I thought with Hubita's positioning, it would have been better just kill bind, just so not to delay his own death. But somehow, like a Houdini magician, just manages to escape, wiggle his way back to his team, and somehow froyotech are looking so good right now, picking up Ransom. Now they're losing players, losing Logan to the Habib trap, and they are just slowly falling one by one. Only 2 combat classes left. Hubita actually moving forward right here. What is he doing?
Wants to use the Uber.
He's not
He's using it himself.
Right
Yeah, he just used it himself. He's like, I'm gonna take this Uber in regardless of who's with me. He takes it in. They don't get much of anything with it because, spoiler alert, a solo medic Uber, the true solo Uber, doesn't really have that high of a success rate. But, you know, it's always good to try it once in a while. Maybe this time will be the time. Doesn't happen to be, so they are going to be not really using that Uber to much effect. Yum Yum is going to be taken down as well. Soldiers, froyotech, going to be trying to fly in. They are going to be taken down, but they get a lot in return. Slim, Ash, and Habib going down. It's just going to be Zilly with High Five. Going to be trying to leave a charge here. High Five just going to be trying to look for an opening. He does see a scout over. On the other side, he's going to be getting some cap time as well. The good thing for froyotech is during all of that, they did have the points, so they were able to have the time whittle away in their favor throughout all of that. Ubers basically going to be even, having a little bit of an advantage, but I don't think that's going to happen as both soldiers going to be flying, and we do see Sin jumping around in the backlines. Bandy's going to be taking the Uber in super deep.
Really
going to be trying to get on Silly. He gets him. Oh my goodness, that was just by a hair's margin. Silly just barely not having Uber there to use. That is so unfortunate for 20cc, and now it's just gonna be Banny and Hubita right now. They are gonna back up. They don't have to fight this initially, but he knows they're so weak. Gonna play the positioning. He tells them to run, and they do run. They run back to their med. They take Benny's advice and do it. Oh my god. But 20
Oh my god.
They're keeping up the aggression. But Benny goes down.
I wish you guys could see the chat what Banny just said. That is way too funny what he did. But actually, it didn't work in his favor as he gets shot down. And now froyotech are kind of getting locked in here. They do have a 1-minute advantage, a lot of time in their favor here. And they are looking good to take this map as they will have the Uber before Zilly has his. And it seems like they will be gearing up to use it just yet, giving some buffs out to the players, or are they looking to just get the point? I don't think they know that they have this Uber advantage. Banny just gonna get taken down by the Habib trap. The soldier bombing forward, but he might get shot down. Habib was so low, but gets the arrow, finally surviving, and they get the cap, not using their Uber, but at least they still maintain it. So they can fight 20cc right now, prevent them from capping it out, and that seems to be what they're gonna do. An Uber trade on the point, nobody going down just yet, but High Five picking up Sin, who was not in the Uber. That's gonna do well for his team right now, as they're all just standing on the point. They cap it out as well, and froyotech, they're so low. Yum Yum is going to get shot down. The rest of the players, Donovan picking up Ash, Ranslam in the back lines picking up 2 players, 3. Ranslam just popping off here. Hubita will stay alive. He has Sin to help back him out, but 20ZC with the point, and the both teams actually around equal Uber advantage.
Yeah, both teams do have equal Ubers, so I wouldn't be surprised to see froyotech maybe try and take a dry fight, just try and do something before Ubers come into question. Being said, both teams basically at 80, so you might as well just wait for the Uber, but froyotech aren't to send both soldiers in super deep once again, as we've seen them do so many times. It's actually going to be going in super deep. He does take down Artist, but he gets killed because of it. Banny is going to be taken down as well, and now it's just going to be froyotech. They do cap up the point. In all of that chaos, they are going to use the Uber aggressively. They know there's so many weak players on 20cc. It's just going to be Zilly. Oh! He didn't have it. That's credible. I can't believe Hubita got before them, but really great stuff from Hubita to know, or just to recognize maybe. Take that aggressive Uber. Hubita's so weak as well. Oh my god. Can Habib get it? Habib is going to be on point, and no, it's only 30 seconds left. froyotech, they're going to have a really big Uber ad here. Well, actually, no, it's only going to be like 30%, so not that big, but big enough that 20cc has to worry.
Remaining. There's going to be only 30 seconds remaining, and by that time, froyotech will be very close to having the Uber, and they pick up Ranslam. Just anything to delay this push from 20cc is going to work wonders for froyotech. Artist in the backline, but he's going to get picked up here, and Hubita, all of this time, still alive. 8 seconds remaining.
Ash at 1 HP. He just barely gets the arrow. Oh my god, they're going to be focused firing down Habib. Habib is going to go down. This is pretty bad for 20cc because now even if they do cap, they're not going to have a demo towards Zilly going to be taken down again. The Uber used from froyotech just
these
cleaning
two,
up everyone on the
this
point. High five.
chariot Uber is so strong right now. They're killing everyone. Donovan with the huge air shot onto Ash. All the players getting picked up. And what a crumble from the side of 20cc. Habib, huge pipe was just going to be a consolation frag. froyotech coming back in the map, winning it 3-2. And
Dude,
Danny in chat saying, "Not your map."
Not your map. Wow, that's not 20cc maps, not by froyotech's calling, at least anyways. And I mean, by all honesty, that was 20cc's map to lose. They should have won that. Like, they were up 2-0. They were looking good. froyotech strats weren't working, and it's not like froyotech really changed their strat, at least not that we could see. They were still being super aggressive, just trying to go in super deep out onto Zilly, but it just suddenly it started to work. Their soldiers were able to find it. Maybe the team was committing a bit with the soldier aggression and, not just sending them out to die, but really great stuff from froyotech, or maybe it's just crumble from the side of 20cc in all honesty, because yeah, froyotech coming back to win it 3-2. We are going to go on to the next map, but first take a quick look at the logs. Not sure if they're up on screen, but we can take a quick little look see at them. Just to see what the stats tell us here, Trad.
Seems like the stats, wow, those last 3 rounds really inflated and boosted the damage numbers on the side of Froyo Tech. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, but Logan, wow, what a merc. Like,
Oof.
both Devilmen just popping off in this match, but Logan coming out on top, 423 DPM, 20 and 26, just dishing out the damage against the side of 20 ZC, and his scouts being able to just clean up Banny and Yum Yum feasting at 28 and 29 frags. But actually, on the side of 20 ZC, the scouts were having so much impact as well. Brandslam and High Five at 36 and 37 apiece. I mean, the scouts were just having themselves a good game here.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, all the scouts really having a really great game. Viaduct is or product is a map that can, scouts can have a lot of impact on. Everyone remembers the famous clockwork 80 kills, I think, or something ridiculous that on a product game. Obviously that went to 4. We're only going to 3, but still, regardless, froyotech going to be taking the first map, and after that we are going to go to Sunshine, which is froyotech's map. So obviously, what is it? 20ZC thought they had something in the pocket to win that against froyotech. Didn't turn out to be true. So now froyotech thinks they have something against 20ZC here. It's going to be interesting to see. Is it going to be a bit more dominant from froyotech, or is it going to be as back and forth as we're waiting for things to load in here? But I mean, anything else from the logs here, Trad? Both medics having 13 deaths, kind of funny.
Yeah, I I I kind of respect how I was saying in the first 2 rounds how they were opening the mids for Froyotech was just not working, and then they just kept doing it, but now their soldiers actually started to convert the frags. I think I mentioned that during the rounds, but very commendable by them because they were really believing in that game plan, and I guess it worked out in the later 3 rounds. Taking a look at the logs again, seems like the soldiers, like both Donovan and Sim, just not doing as well as Artist and Ash, but it doesn't matter, as I guess their
Yeah.
aggression, just getting the
Okay.
critical kills and making it easier for the rest of the team to clean it up,
Trad.
just was very important.
As interesting stat, not to call out anything, because obviously soldier on viaduct, you can just jump in and die, and it can be enough for your team. Donovan and Sin didn't have any kills until the 3rd round when they started to win. So I think that's
Whoa!
what happened. The soldiers from
Oh,
froyotech
wow.
decided to actually play the game. They got activated, and they were able to convert. So yeah, a bit unfortunate, bit rough for Donovan and Sin, those first two rounds, but they made it count, and at the end of the day, they won. So you know what? They did what their team needed to. As we are getting off onto Sunshine here, I guess we can convert to talking about that a
Yeah, I
little
think one
bit.
one last thing I wanted to say was, like, if you
Yeah.
just look at the logs, seems like all the players of 20ZC were doing better than all the players on Froyo, except for maybe Logan. So I think the reason why Froyo even just managed to take it in the end, hold it together, is they're gonna have to rely on like their team cohesion, playing together, because all the players on 20ZC, if you were talking about one-on-one DM battle, who would you take? You probably favored the 20ZC players, and that showed up on the logs. But froyotech managing to stick it out, play together as a team, and that's what net them the win in that first map. So that is
Yeah.
what is probably going to be what they're relying on to continue in this series, as they are up 1-0.
Yeah, and it's gonna be it may be a bit scary for 20CC because as we were saying earlier, product d- probably the best DM heavy map out there. If you are gonna win a map just on your DM, product is probably the map to do it on. Maybe Bagel, maybe I'd say Bagel over something like Clear Cutter, product, but still product really great DM map if that's what you're going for. So the fact they weren't able to do it there maybe a bit worrying for their 5 CP gameplay. But they won on Gully Watch last time. They can play 5 CP against froyotech. It's just going to be a question of whether they're going to be able to do it now in the grand finals. As we've got everyone in here. And I guess you want your predictions again. Who you think is going to pop off, who you think is going to win. We were we were both incorrect about the scoreline and who was going to win last time, so maybe we'll get it a little bit better. But this is Froyotech's map. Um, so I assume, I mean, after that, amazing comeback, I think you got to say they're going to win it, right?
Yeah, I think based on like the current trajectory and the form, you've got to say Froyotech are winning it. But I think 20ZC, I mean, they did pick this map. I am pretty sure. I think they did. They got second and third picks. So I think they should have something up their sleeve. They should at least know a game plan coming into this. And these players are all very experienced in invite. They'll know how to shake off such a loss that they just had in the previous map. So I'm looking at 20ZC to maybe convert this. I'll say like it'll be close. Won't go to a 5 round win. Perhaps like 4-2, something like that for
Hmm.
20ZC.
Yeah, I could definitely see it being a little bit stalemating. Actually, with Froyotech, they've been playing so aggressively, and they were playing aggressively even on Gullywash, which is historically a very stale map. So I could see them trying to do a lot of initiation plays, regardless of where they are on the map. Um, so even if it is a low score line, I would assume it's very back and forth with Froyotech doing a lot of the aggressing. But regardless, 20ZC, they're no slouch. They can aggress when they need to. I just think in comparison to how Froyotech have been playing, they are a bit more passive in comparison. But, with that being said, I think I'm going to have to agree with you. I think Froyotech's going to take it. Um, I don't know. I'm going to say they take it 3-1, something like that. I think it'll be very back and forth. We'll see a lot of action, not that many rounds being capped up. 20ZC, they're going to get around. I think it's really going to depend on who takes the mids. We saw last time, whoever won the mid on product, they just won the entire round. Obviously, a lot more happened between then, but definitely shows the power of having a good mid and being able to keep each medic up and alive.
Yeah, with how aggressive Prototech are playing, and I'm sure 20ZC are gonna try and match that in some way, in some capacity. I'm imagining a lot of back and forth, a lot of leapfrogging between Ubers. But we will see now as we get started with map number 2. It is Sunshine 20ZC versus Froyotech. If you are just joining us, you missed a banger of a map 1. Froyotech coming back from 0-2 rounds down and winning Viaduct, and they're looking to continue their hot streak now into Sunshine.
Yes, they are going to be watching the row as we do see. Going to be taking the cafe area. He is going to bomb. Going to be collapsing onto Zilly. They just take him down. Zilly deleted right now. Can they get onto Hubba? Oh my God, he does. Ash is huge. That man making an insane play for his team is just going to be banned against 2. Oh, he does get high 5, but Brand Slam is going to take him down. He did have a beam to contend with, even if he did win against that. So great stuff from 20ZC, more specifically, great stuff from Ash to get that huge bomb, that absolute nuker, just coming out right there. And that's going to be both medics dead and even Ubers as a result.
Yeah, unfortunate for Zilly. I don't think he had anybody to link up with him when he was respawning. So they're actually going to be quite even despite Zilly respawning like 6 seconds before. Habib just checking out Choke right now, launching some pipes across, looking to try and get some lucky connections. But he's going to back up and link up back with his team, as both teams, we might be seeing some of that stalemate come through now, as it will be even Ubers on both sides. And we'll see how 20ZC elect to try and break this, as they are on mid here. And seems like they're going to send a soldier forward, at least just now. Two soldiers.
Pressuring Valley, Habib takes a little bit of a sticky trap that gets knocked into his face, unfortunate for him. So they're gonna head back, or recollect, gather their thoughts, think about what they want to do. Looks like Habib actually maybe wants to go cafe. No, he's just gonna go back to his team. I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe try some Valley play, stack people Valley and have someone else come in from either cafe or a choke, as it looks like that is what they're going to do. They do have a B5 pretty deep in Valley, so they're going to be trying to draw eyes at the very least, maybe make some positioning for their soldiers to do something, but they're not going to do anything. They're just going to go back. I think someone in that combo got a bit weak, so they just called it off in case a soldier bombed them. Which is,
I think they were grouping up in Valley to give space for Ash. Like, he was in Cafe, he was getting ready for his bomb, and then he met, I think, Sin, who was watching it as well. So now they're kind of rotated here. The med in Cafe, Artist bombing in, just doing a big fade from Choke all the way back to Valley. And it's actually going to be Banny picking up the first frag here. Donovan almost going to go down. Oh, Branson can get caught as well. That's a 2-pick advantage if froyotech are going to jump. They are so aggressive. What else do we expect from them? The Uber just getting through now. Hubada having to use, but all the frags are going in favor of froyotech right now.
Oh my god, Sin, he's just denying them so hard. High Five wanted to leave there, but Sin was just blocking them forever. He does finally die, because at the end of the day, they were Ubered. He wasn't. He just denied them for so long. Ash is
there's a soldier in.
Yeah,
trying to get onto Hubada.
Yeah, they do want to try and refight this.
Oh, there's going to be a Scout Brand Slam. Disconnected Hubada from the rest of his team, and now 20ZC are going to pounce. All the players just killing people now. High Five picking up Yum Yum, and they're also aggressive. froyotech tucking tail and trying to escape with their lives. But we'll see what Donovan does. He's kind of hiding right now, just in a corner, spotting out Artists, but seems like he's going to back up and just play with the rest of his team.
Yeah, froyotech are just going to set up for their last defense. We do have a Yum Yum on the heavy weapons guy, Banning on the NG, as you have come to expect from them by this point. Sin going to be going down the very low. Logan is actually going to get directed and deleted. He does trade out for Ash, but a soldier for a demo is definitely in the favor of 20ZC. They do have Uber. I think they are going to be getting ready to use it. Yeah, they are going to be using it right here. Going to be taking it on to High Five and Habib. Habib gets juggled just a little, but he's going to be taking down the sentry gun just momentarily. Now Yum Yum on the heavy, looks like he wants to try and get out through spawn. They do have a lot of cap time on the point. Gonna be focusing firing down Hubo, and this is okay for froyotech if they just can keep everyone up and alive. They're going to be getting a lot of kills, actually. Going to be taking down High Five and Artist as well, and that was an unfortunate Uber from 20ZC. Sentry gun was in a place I don't think they expected it to, so Habib had to commit so much to get the sentry gun down, and by the end of it, he didn't really have traps anywhere to lock down the froyotech players coming out from spawn.
Seems like froyotech are just gonna bust through Choke right now as they scope it out. Habib launching some kills there, but not gonna connect to anything right now. Artist just doing some artistry in the air right now, jumping around all over the place. The froyotech are so unhealthy. Oh my god, they're all back into a corner, forced to use the Uber in a place that they didn't want to. At least they're somewhat salvaging in it, getting a few frags, and hopefully getting this mid cap. Ransom might be caught up.
Oh, yeah, nice rocket from Donovan. He's taunting and he dies because of it.
Wow,
he was
Artist
daunting. And Artist just come to collect the cleanup kill onto him. However, it's probably worse that he did that because his team doesn't really have anyone to help use the Uber in it. So for are going to be able to get the cap up, but the Uber is used trying to chase down Hubada, though, well away over from that. And froyotech going to be trying to reinitiate here. ZC kind of a bit caught out. We do have some froyotech players wrapping around behind Donovan in the backlines. Maybe going to try and go for a wraparound play, but 20ZC fighting. Sin is actually going to get the pick out onto Zilly. He's going to be taken down from High Five. Great stuff there. And now it's just going to be a scrappy fight here on mid as Brandslam and Hive are going to be cleaning up the rest of the froyotech players. It's just going to be Banny in this valley area. He looks like he does want to try and chase Ash, but there's really no one else here to help him. Actually, no, it looks like he's going to be peeking mid just a little bit. Yum Yum
no
here to help
here.
him.
Closer respawns for froyotech. I think froyotech want to just keep this right now. And I didn't even notice when Zilly died. I was focusing on the Hubba death, but both medics died, so now it'll be around even, only like 10% separating the two. 20ZC coming through choke right now, but froyotech already having better positioning. Artist is so low right now. He's gonna get an arrow, manage to survive, but in the backlines, the backhab, Donovan and the rest of the flank right there, Yum Yum just in the backlines, and they're gonna take all of 20ZC back. And in the meantime, the rest of froyotech, the main core, the combo, just pushing through choke and cleaning up all the frags. Habib is so low, disconnected from the rest of his team.
He's just waiting for an arrow.
20ZC, that DM, just going to keep themselves alive, and now it's time for them to chase on the Hubba.
Yeah, they are going to be backing out froyotech with a Banny and Hubba just leaving through Valley. They do have respawners to meet up with, so they're going to be able to mount some type of second defense. We don't have a demo, though, so 20ZC are going to be trying to get in here while they know Logan isn't here to have any scraps up. They are going to be walking straight in through choke. Brandslam leading the charge, as we do see everyone else follow in through Cafe. But froyotech, they do want to fight this. Going to be fighting over. They are going to be using the Uber. They take down High Five. Now Zilly is going to have the later Uber, so it is going to be a bit of froyotech flashing a lot, actually. Habib is going to be taking down Donovan. Now Danny as well is just going to be juking and dodging around. Going to be trying to take down Habib. Oh my god, a nice from Habib on the Sin, but he doesn't go down because of it. Going to be a lot better in the favor of froyotech. Going to be cleaning up a lot of these 20ZC players. So now Zilly has to back out here. He does meet up with us, though. He's going to have scout speed to try and get out. And they looks like froyotech, we're not going to aggress. We're just going to be content with holding sec here. They might try and play Uber ad. I don't know if they... It is basically even, but they might think it is Uber ad because they might think Zilly was healing for a little bit.
Yeah, good play from froyotech to salvage that situation where they didn't have Logan, didn't have the sticky traps to deny 20ZC from just coming in, and somehow they just made it scrappy, all the players picking up frags where they needed to, and that's going to allow them to retain this second point. And remind you, this is still the first round here, so as we said, it might be quite a stalemate, or not really stalemate, but a low round scoring game, and that is proving to be correct right now as the combo of 20ZC just grouping in Cafe right now. So I'm going to look to the flank here. It seems like Ash is in choke, getting ready to make his move as everybody is focusing on Cafe.
Yeah, they're just swinging it down really hard. They did have a lot of players in there to try and maybe give someone else some space to do something, but they're just gonna back up and reset. Looks like Habib is actually gonna pressure Cafe once again, maybe trying to make some noise for a one of these soldiers to fly in here. Looks like Ash and Brandslam maybe trying to push the Valley side a little bit, but nothing is. We're just gonna be dividing up froyotech's attention, maybe just trying to look some type of opening to make something work. They are going to be trying to get in. Looks like they wanted to try to get in onto Sin. Ash bombing in very quick there, and he's just going to fly right back out just as quickly. Not going to be able to get onto Sin, but that was a good attempted play. Didn't quite work out, but you like to see those kind of solo pick plays onto one specific player. Looks like F5 making a bit of space for his team. The noise, that's going to be the call for Soldier to fly in. He doesn't quite get anything. Looks like another Soldier does fly in as well, but it's going to be Brim actually that falls in the Valley area. froyotech just going to be walking through Valley off the result of that pick. Looks like they are going to be trying to take that space. Donovan and the Soldiers flying in super deep. Like 20ZC, they want to try and stay in here at the very least, maybe use that Uber, but with Artist going down, they are going to have to use that Uber. Kind of a bit worse for them, but froyotech flashing a lot. It'll just make sure everyone stays alive, but Banny going to be taken down by Habib. Nice pipe there. Yum Yum actually going to be taken down as well. Donovan going to be bombing off onto Habib, and that was a bit of a scrappy fight, a little bit better for the side of 20ZC because they do have the quicker spawners. With Donovan and Sin going down, that's only going to be Logan and Hubba left. We do see Ash is trying to chase super deep there onto Logan. He does crater to his death, but that's not going to be enough for froyotech to stay in here. Logan,
Logan might get caught out.
Actually.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah,
He's
and
just outlived his welcome there. They might manage to pick up the soldier here, but I don't think so. Yeah, Artist is gonna stay healthy, and Brandslam picking up another frag. Habana is just all alone right now. He's gonna get chased down by Artist.
Branslam?
One rocket.
How is
Oh,
Branslam still
juking.
alive? Branslam takes down Habana. That man was alive for so long. He was just juking and dodging. There were like people at least shooting him. He does take down Habana. Really great stuff from him to just stay alive and get a super crucial pick there. Ash is gonna be just direct out of it into the wall. Great stuff from him. Logan gonna be taking down Ash, so maybe just trying to delay this 20ZC aggression just a little bit. 20ZC do have full Uber ad, so they're gonna be able to delay here, wait for their spawners, heal everyone up, and now froyotech, they're at risk of losing the first round here on Sunshine. And Yum Yum up on the sniper, Banny on NG. We do see Sin on the pyro. He's gonna be trying to block this Uber. Gonna be doing some good job. Actually, he's staying alive for a lot long, but with everyone else dying, Habana down, it's going to be really good for 20ZC. And yeah, we're just focusing, firing everyone down. They can't really even get through the spawn doors. Sin is just going to be levied in the air, and that is going to be the first round for 20ZC. As
Good play from 20ZC, yeah, converting the first round, and that was 12 minutes, so...
Yeah, that was a long one. You know, a bit different that we saw from a product, obviously, which was a lot of back and forth aggression. This was pretty back and forth, but we had our fair share of stamina. It's going to be interesting to see if things pick up the pace as we go in onto the second mid. Ash going to be taking immediate control tower. He's going to give it up as we do see Sin bombing in super deep. He's going to be chasing super hard for Ash. He does get a trade out, so both soldiers trading out. Artist gonna be taken down. Nice stickies from Logan, so no soldiers on the side of 20ZC. froyotech looks like they want to try and do something with that. We are gonna see the bomb from Donovan going in. He gets one nice right off onto Zilly, but he's not gonna shoot him again. He's actually gonna go for the scout, and neither because of it. Habib kind of caught out. Looks like Banny wants to try and chase him down, but he's gonna go down because of it. Oh,
Habib taunts in
taunts
the face of Banny in the death cam, and oh, they lost Habana as well.
Yeah, it was actually Zilly taking him down with an arrow right there. So some medic on medic violence, but regardless, that's going to be 20ZC taking the mid, and they've got a really a strong position. Take the second round here as well, Trad.
Yeah, this is going to be rough for froyotech. See how they hold it right now. Seems like the players of froyotech are, or sorry, 20ZC are not going to waste any time. Habib getting taken down, disconnected from the Uber. That brief moment, and just because of that, they're gonna lose all their players. Artists taking down the sentry gun, but that's not a player, and that's not gonna help stifle the push from froyotech that is sure to come here, as they have around a 20% advantage. But more importantly, no sticky traps on the side of 20ZC, meaning that they have free reign to just walk in here. Brandslam trying to kill Logan. Logan just surviving for the longest time, but eats a pipe from Habib, and that is going to at least stymie the push a little bit, but ultimately froyotech will be able to regain second.
Yeah, and they were just all just trying to collapse in there on the froyotech, but froyotech being able to do well, make sure they didn't lose too many players. They're going to be able to get mid. They're going to have a particularly even Ubers as well, because Zilly was able to stay alive there. A little bit of action in Caf A as both soldiers just, you know, trading some spam, inflating those damage numbers just a little bit. And they gonna be on froyotech. They're gonna be trying to aggress pretty quick here. Donovan gonna be going in for a sack. The Uber's actually gonna be used. Habana is gonna get deleted up like the wall. This is gonna be 3 down for froyotech. Gonna be 4 down as Bandy goes down as well. It's just gonna be Logan and Yum Yum up and alive. Logan is all the way out of there, but Yum Yum is in the back line. He's actually gonna be starting a back cap. He's gonna draw one back. Habib's gonna be looking at him. Yum Yum gonna be trying to make his way onto anyone. He's just gonna be focus fired down. Not gonna be able to do anything there. Logan, the only survivor there, he's gonna be back to his shutter. Gonna be trying to sticky up second just a little bit, but with everyone from 20ZC flying in, there's not really much he can do. And Zilly is gonna be at 40% Uber ad, so this is once again a really great position for 20ZC.
Yeah, really good position. They'll probably be looking to not drop Habib this time on the last push. But more time for froyotech to at least set up their defense. Banny will have a longer gun. Interesting position this level 2 right now, covering just the front part of the point. And here is the Uber coming out, killing the dispenser as the first frag. The heavy now coming back out and shooting people. Donovan going to on the flip side, managing to pick up Brandslam, and the frags are quite even, which is looking better for froyotech right now is they will have the faster respawn. Habib is going to get caught in here. I thought he was going to get signposted from Logan, but Yum Yum completes the frag, and we have a Brand Slam sniper. This is
Ooh.
going to probably try and switch something up.
Yeah, it looks like he is watching the shutter area.
Oh, he sees the
kind of where
mini-B.
Bats is. Oh yeah, how about a no? Because he's just staying back there. He knows that there's a sniper,
Yeah.
at least someone there, so he's doing well aware. He's at 99% actually. He can't quite get, so now he's gonna finally meet up with his team as they push a Brand Slam back. So they definitely know there's a sniper. They know they have ad. They ideally want to get in here without having to use, but they are gonna use regardless. Bombing in Logan super deep. Gonna be trying to sticky off the choke. Looks like he might be able to get
Habib
Habib here.
might die.
Habib is so weak, he might crater. Oh my god, he just barely stays alive. He doesn't take any crater damage whatsoever, but they do have Brand Slam up on the sniper. He's gonna be peeking the choke, gets a headshot onto Logan, and that is gonna be a great opportunity for 20cc to re-push in here. They don't have Uber just quite yet, but Zilly gonna get, looks like they're gonna be trying to take it in through Valley. It is gonna be High Five leading the push. Art is gonna be taking down Donovan. Really great stuff here. Ash in a little 1v1 with Yum Yum Cafe. Yum Yum is gonna win that, but that's not gonna stop 20cc from barreling in here. They're gonna be taking down Sin. Looks like Yum Yum is gonna be trying to get in behind. Artist has got the flanks covered, so now 20cc, they got Uber ad, they got player ad, and looks like they're gonna be trying to walk this forward here, Trad.
Yeah, Brand Slam, a menace on the sniper. Oh, Hubada just crossing the sight lines, but he's not going to be given another chance as Brand Slam is just looking at the wrong direction because nobody is there. Going to be crossing his sight line just yet. And now Ash. Oh, wow. He moved forward so fast. I didn't even see how aggressive he got, but that's going to pay a lot of... That's a critical kill onto Logan. Now 20cc doing a smart play, just focusing on the second cap here. Oh, and they don't manage to block it from the side of froyotech. This Uber trade is going to be very scrappy here. One player is going in behind Artist. I thought he was going to try and go to last, but he's actually just going to try and wreak havoc on the back lines. froyotech, they're going to have to recap the second point right now, and Zilly is in. All the players are actually just fighting this so scrappily. High Five, all the scouts, High Five and Brand Slam. Hubada is sticking alive for the longest time, but finally Yum Yum managing to keep his medic alive.
Zilly. Zilly the head on the Donovan. He's gonna die regardless, but still, you know, it's always nice to get a little med kill in there. Ash just arriving just a bit too late to help his medic. Unfortunate for Zilly. And that was really great stuff initially from 20cc. They saw that froyotech was pushing Valley, so they just went in through choke and capped up the point. It's just unfortunate they weren't able to play that post fight just a bit better. So it is going to be froyotech coming in through Cafe here. Just going to be making this not much resistance in 20cc. The only one that is there is going to be a peek and Brand Slam, and the forward spawn is actually going to be Ash that goes down. We might get Artist as well. He's going to jump back through choke, but no, he's going to die to some stickage from Logan. Sin going to die as well, but that's a 2-for-1, and they got mid. So a bit better for froyotech in the short run and the long run, as does have 100% Uber ad to work with here.
Yeah, let's see what they do with this. Seems like they're going to elect to go choke here. Donovan just waiting to bide his time and bomb in. Logan actually just preempting it, going forward and pushing Habib out. Seems like 20cc will not be able to contest this as they know that froyotech have the Uber advantage. Artist just staying back, shooting some rockets at the shutter door, but they're going to back up all the way to last. And they have delayed just long enough, so they will have an Uber to defend. But it seems like froyotech, yeah, they put the brakes on for now.
Yeah, some cheeky sticky is going to be caught out from Habib. They were placed on the right side, but they do get found out. So we're just going to take the time to shoot those down. Going to be taking down the gun almost as it's being built. Good stuff from Logan there. So now someone can sack if they want to. And yeah, it is going to be done. Oh my god, it gets deleted.
Ouch, Donovan, air piped. Yum Yum going in as well, picking up Artist, but
oh my god.
Like everyone, what the?
Yeah.
A 4-man. This isn't caught.
Oh my god. Logan just deletes Ash from the air. Logan is going in deep. He's going to be trying to fight Brand Slam actually. Oh my, no, he dies.
That would have been crazy if he just pipes down Brand Slam and like caps the round. We can only dream. And Donovan seemingly trying to contest right here, just shooting rockets. Oh, and that's a mulch. froyotech trying to use their Uber in, and they're gonna lose their main caller in Banny, and the rest of the players kind of disconnected here from the Uber. They're gonna lose another player in behind. In Yum Yum managing to get at least a consolation before he goes down, so salvaging it somewhat. Donovan just hiding in behind here. Oh no, Donovan! Okay,
flying in so deep.
It.
Oh my god, he's on the... Oh my, really great stuff from Artist there. Take down Hubba, Artist as well. He is eventually going to go down, but not creating so much impact and space for his team. Now froyotech, they want to try and return the favor and Zilly, but Zilly is going to back up through the shutter, is going to be able to stay alive with the help of his teammates. Hubba going down there, pretty disaster from froyotech, so they're probably going to have to give up mid. As a result, Logan super weak and have to wait until he can get any heals, but 20ZC going to be making their way through Valley. High Five going to be leading the charge. We do see the preemptive bomb from Donovan because he knows where. Oh my god, he gets up the Zilly!
The two rocket! The air shot to finish off Zilly and Donovan! The huge impact plays, saving it for his team. I mean, the rest of his team is going to die as well, except for Hubba. And Hubba is going to die as well, so... At least it saved, it definitely saved the whole round, at least, because Zilly dies, so they'll have at least a chance to defend this last, a better chance than before. But that was crazy. 20ZC still managing to tighten up and get all the frags that were critical, even after losing their med.
Yeah, that was a really great job from them to make sure they equalized things, and they were able to get on to second. Good chase from Ash there as well. A bit unfortunate Hubba couldn't hit the surf, but you know, it happens. So 20ZC, they do have a bit of Uber ad. It's about 20, but definitely do it workable. They really want to. I don't know how aggressive they want to be here. They are up 1-0, so they might think, you know, let's just play it safe. Let's play it slow. It's going to be on froyotech at the end of the day to make something happen if they want to tie it up. So they are getting into lobby. Actually looks like they maybe want to try and use this through dungeon here, Trad. Gonna be leaning it on Habib and High Five. Gonna be bring in, gonna be going in pretty deep. Habib gonna be taking down the sentry gun. Good start to things. Gonna be taking down Donovan as well. Gonna be posting up here on the left side. Gonna get into some cap time. A lot of cap time actually, but they are losing a lot because of it. Everyone on froyotech is just gonna be focused firing them down. It's just gonna be Branch Slam, Habib, and Zilly alive. Luckily, Zilly has some scout speed, so should be able to stay alive here, but what was looking like an okay start to the Uber from 20ZC just failed pretty horribly.
Yeah, froyotech doing a hell of a job just defending against these Uber disad pushes. They're actually going to use this Uber now, keep all their players alive, clean up some frags onto Habib, Ransom. They're likely going to get Artist as well, or sorry, Ash, in the backline. So that was not probably where they wanted to use the Uber, but in all cases, it still got 3 frags, going to net them the second point, and likely the mid as well.
Yeah, they're going to be going in here, going to be trying to cap up, maybe mount some defenses before this Uber from 20ZC happens. Actually, no, they're just going to be using it straight in. I don't think froyotech expecting them to use it that quickly. Yum Yum gets caught out because of it, but Banny is going to be taking down Artist. He's just going to be in here. Oh, but a nice sticky from Habib going to be taking him down. The soldiers bombing in, trying to get onto Zilly. Not going to happen. Habib does go down, but with no one else to really follow up that damage onto Zilly, everyone else from froyotech are just going to back out through Valley. They do keep Hubba up and alive, so they are going to have a minor Uber ad, but that's not going to stop 20ZC from barreling in. They don't have to cap up mid, so they just have to focus on second. froyotech, they want to try and fight this, going to be trying to get in through Shutter, but they're just taking so much spam. It's actually going to be Branslam who falls first. Really great focus fire, and they're just going to be trying to chase 20ZC out. Ash is going to bomb in, going to be making a play onto Hubba, but it didn't quite work out. Hubba at 100%. They can try and use this aggressively if they want to try and chase out onto Zilly, but Zilly is so far away. I think froyotech is just going to be content with capping up this mid and going to be trying to look how to break the second stalemate.
Yeah, seems like they are just going to use their Uber to break the stalemate, and they're going to lose 2 players from the Uber.
Yeah, they do lose. Yeah,
I mean, that certainly broke the stalemate, just not in their favor as they full wipe. Wow.
Yeah, they basically ensured it wasn't a stalemate. So, you know, for everyone, the viewers at home, let's thank froyotech for making, you know, us not have to watch a stalemate. You know, always got our, you know, our considerations in mind. But it's going to be 20ZC getting the better of that whole entire exchange. They do have mid once again, and they got Uber ad to work with. Just going to be trying to peek it, maybe trying to see which the best to take this in with going to be. Looks like they're Habib going to be spam and choke a little bit. Maybe that's where he wants to see, but no, they're just going to be collecting up their heals. And just building it up. Maybe they don't want to take use it. No, they're going to be using it. Habib going to be bombing in fairly
and Donovan's
deep.
hiding. Oh, he's going in behind now. Seems like the Uber through on the side of 20ZC. They're gonna successfully zone out all the players on Froyo. I think they did spot him. Oh, and now he's just hiding at Cafe. Oh my God, Zilly might get run back into him. Donovan gets one good rocket. He's staying alive right now. And the rest of froyotech are trying to come in to like assist off that damage, but seems like they might be losing players. Picking up Ash, who was just hiding in the corner for the longest time. Artist is in behind, could try and go to last, finally gonna get cleaned up. Habib, huge frags onto Hubada of all people, and High Five just cleaning up the damage. This is good for 20ZC right now.
This is insane for 20ZC. Logan is in alive in lobby right now. He's disconnected. He can't help hold last. We're just gonna be barreling forward. They take down Sin. Logan isn't here to help defend. They're just gonna sit on the point. Cap it up. It's going to be 2-0, 3:18 left on the clock right now before we go into overtime. And this is looking really good for 20ZC. froyotech have got to start making some moves if they want to start to come back in here, Trad.
That's true, but with this Unity rule set, it's never over until it is completely over, as there's always a chance to come back. So froyotech know this. They are going to lose Logan right off.
Yeah, not the way they want to start things off. Looks like they're going to be trying to aggressive, maybe trying to get a pick of their own response. They do take down Habib, so no demos on the field right now. They did lose Donovan because of it. Artist going down as well. So, looks like 20ZC trying to aggress really deep here, trying to get onto Hubada. They kill everyone else except for Hubada. So now this is just going to be an easy pick up for them, and really great stuff from 20ZC. I like the aggression from froyotech. You know, they recognize they had Habib, so might as well just go in all in to maybe try and see what you can get. But Hubada really should have just been out there, you know, if that was the play, because they end up with him, and now this is going to be a really big Uber ad for 20ZC. But we have seen froyotech hold these last holds pretty well in a big Uber disad scenario, so we're going to have to see if they can do a similar thing here as well. As they have the heavy, they have the sentry gun, they don't have the pyro. They're opting to stay on the soldier, but 20ZC making their way into lobby. Looks like it might be another dungeon push, as they're going to be leaning it in on High Five, and Habib going to be taking it in through dungeon. Habib going sky high. He's going to be collapsing onto Donovan. Really great stuff from him there. Bandy Sentry going to be taken down at one as well. Looks like 20ZC, they're not going to be able to get much with this. They're just going to be trying to escape. Habib is going to be so fortunate. He's going to be mulched as he tried to leave through dungeon. Now froyotech going to be trying to push in here on the second. 20ZC can't really any type of a resistance, so we're just going to back up to mid. They know froyotech has a big Uber ad, and that's why Brand Slam is on the sniper here, Trad.
Yeah, I actually like that last push where Habib basically, where he ended up off his Uber jump was to just mulch onto Donovan, because they knew Donovan was that roamer who's just going to jump onto the point and he's going to escape whenever the Uber comes in. I should not be talking about that because froyotech just coming in here. Brand Slam picking up Logan with the combat sniper. Ash is in behind, but froyotech is going to cap up this mid right now, and it's going to be kind of disconnected. Ash just staying around back behind, and
he wants to get Logan.
Oh, Brand Slam will not crater, will stay alive, and a bit of a both teams have Uber right now. Brand Slam is not being contested right now.
Yeah, Ash was trying to take down Logan, but Logan is able to safely get out of his fort. We do see froyotech fighting in Valley right now. Ubers are going to be traded. Banny going to be taken down. As a looks like 20Z is going to be trying to get the better of his. Artist doesn't go down, but 20ZC. Oh no, but Yum Yum just running in, taking down Silly. Really great stuff, but still froyotech in a bit worse of a position. And yeah, Ash with the collapse. He was in the back for so long that froyotech just wanted to try and go forward. Doesn't end up working out, and now we are in overtime. Win limit set to 3. Eternal overtime, as you said earlier, Trad, and now it's going to be on either 20ZC to win one more round and win it 3-0, or it's going to be on froyotech to come back and win it 3-2, which would be the same exact score as they won the last map. So maybe
Yeah.
that's just their thing, just winning at the last possible moment.
Just going 2 rounds down and then winning 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Mojo. If can convert here, we gotta see it first, and they have to at least do step 1, which is take 1 round, which
That's
they
true.
have not been able to do just yet, but they are in an okay position to at least defend themselves from losing the map outright, as they do have the Uber just sitting on second. We've seen this multiple times, and yeah, we've seen this multiple times, and I'm always unsure exactly how 20ZC aims to like break these, because it seems like froyotech usually is on the winning side. Like 20ZC sends in 2-3 players, and then froyotech just pushes mid. So maybe that really is the 20ZC game plan, to just lure froyotech into mid and then wipe them.
Yeah, it could be, as we do see Ash going in, not
Oh,
really finding
interesting from
anything.
Donovan. That was such
Yeah.
an interesting jump.
Unfortunate as well. Both soldiers having a bit of a unfortunate jumps. I think Ash messed up his jump a little bit, but he still tried to commit with it, not making anything of it. But we do see Brand Slam up on the sniper. It was all just a ruse, so Brand Slam could come up on the Australian long shoot man. He's going to be getting up his buff. I don't know just quite yet. They might have known as he crossed over to Valley. It's going to be peeking Valley right now. We do have a static Donovan. Brand Slam misses the shot. And so now they should know. Donovan obviously playing in a better position. Brand Slam getting a lot of space. He's going to be being super deep. We do have Donovan bombing in just to try and discourage any further deep peaks. But Brand Slam's going to be taking him down with a shot. So they do have a bit of space to work with here. Maybe they can peek their sniper in a bit further. Maybe they might be willing to have one of their soldiers set while the sniper is peeking, and they put them in a bad position. As that is what they're gonna do. Habada is down super weak. He does hold really great stuff there at 46 H. Really great stuff to be able to surf that and to just have trust in your teammates to take down that soldier. But I do like that play from 20ZC. They had the sniper, so they know force Habada in some awkward positions, and sending the soldier in right after that is a good call. Unfortunate that Artist wasn't able to get the final rocket off to force Habada or kill him, but still really great stuff from everyone there. And we're gonna have to see whether 20ZC do something similar again, as they do have Brand Slam in Valley.
Yeah,
Oh,
Branson just... Oh, Donovan dead. Okay. Branson rotating to choke now, and maybe we'll see the same thing again. Oh! But his shoulder was showing. And Ash going in. Where's that
both
artist?
soldiers
Both
this
soldiers
time.
going in, and they do get the force.
Yeah, they are gonna lose both soldiers because of it. So froyotech, they want to try and get in some way, somehow here. They already have Yum Yum in through Valley. Everyone else is gonna be in through Cafe. They want to maybe try and force Zilly. And
They're also conscious that Branson's on sniper, so there's going to be less mobility on the side of 20ZC, and 20ZC popping, as I said, less mobility. They have the scout in the demo, but unable to really do anything. So this is actually working in froyotech's favor right now. This extended fight, kind of. Sin getting picked up. Okay, I spoke way too soon, because everyone is dying on the side of froyotech. Habada is going to get mulched, and it's about to be a full wipe, as Logan just surviving right now, but going down.
yeah,
And that might be the match.
that indeed might be the map. No one up on froyotech, actually. They are all dead. As we can already see Artist on the point right now, just ready to cap up as soon as possible. He's actually going to jump back as the froyotech spawners come up. But no, they're going to stay in. They got a lot of damage up on the Sin. Just going to be trying to clean up all these froyotech players. They're getting a lot of damage actually both ways right now, but it's being in favor of 20ZC. Only Logan and Habada left alive. Logan is a really great player, but I don't think he can do just quite that. Habada had to be taking down one himself, as everyone else was super weak. It actually could have been doable, but it is going to be 20ZC that wins it 3-0. And a really great from that first Viaduct round. Maybe some people might have been questioning their mental going into Sunshine. Losing a map like that is pretty hard, but coming back, taking it clean on your enemy's map pick is a really great way to show up. And, they won it 3-0.
Yeah, I was expecting 20ZC to come in. They did pick this, and I thought they would be able to mental reset. And as I think we both were thinking, it did not have a lot of rounds in the final score as well, as that first round was quite long, a good 12 minutes, and each of the other ones extending for quite a period of time as well. So we got to see a lot of back and forth, how the teams adjusted as they fought on the Sunshine Battleground. But now we will be moving over to Process, another sunny map, and this time still another 20ZC pick. So yeah, but we do have the series tied 1-1 now. So we will be seeing at the very least a Snakewater.
Ooh, interesting. We don't know about Gully just quite yet, but it could happen. Regardless, both of these teams pulling out all the stops to try and stay in it here. I don't know if you have pulled up the logs. We got them on screen at the moment. All right, as a gonna be looking at the damage for everyone. Just pulling them up myself.
Yeah, it seems like Brand Slam actually top damaging above Habib. Um, expected as both of the combo scouts, Banny and Brand Slam, just doing a lot of damage here. But yeah, High Five having himself a game as well compared to Yum Yum, at least in the damage department. Actually, yeah, the scouts of 20ZC were popping off 38 and 36 frags apiece. Definitely something to highlight there.
Yeah, it
Doing a
actually.
lot of cleanup.
Yeah, another important thing is Hubba dying 15 times, Zilly dying 7. So much better job on Zilly to be able to stay alive throughout all of those the very scrappy fights we saw going on. Um, and that's not just Hubba's fault. It's a team game at the end of the day. So maybe it was everyone on 20cc just shooting the Froyotech players a bit faster, or if it was actually the positioning. But regardless, what is that? A difference of 8 deaths coming out there. So good stuff from Zilly. Regardless, as you did say, we are going to be moving on to process. Just gotta wait for them to change things up. But the third map here, by these teams, Tread, these teams should know how each of them are going to be playing. 20ZC should know that Froyotech are going to be super aggressive, and a Froyotech should know that 20ZC are going to be playing around high five and slam their scouts with a Ash and Artist making those high bombs and plays like that. um, do you think we're going to see a similar kind of scoreline? Do you think it's going to be similarly kind of like back and forth, but no one really converting until the very end, or do you think it's going to be kind of a steamroll for a one team?
Honestly, I think 20ZC might be stepping on the gas from this momentum. I'm feeling it's gonna be not as low round as this Sunshine. I'm thinking it'll
Hmm.
still be close, but perhaps like the rounds will be hard fought. But I'm thinking the scoreline is gonna be pretty decisively 20ZC, probably something like 4-1, 5-1. But we'll have some competitive rounds in there, as I think 20ZC will manage to keep this momentum that they have, just managing to weather whatever Froyotech throws at them in this Sunshine and still come out on top without losing a single round. Really, they were almost never on their last. They were on their own last like one time in all of those rounds. Um, like actually just defending a last push. So all in all, 20ZC were in full control basically throughout that whole map.
Yeah, that's actually a really great point that you bring up, that they weren't on their last a lot, and it seemed like they were just able to get a lot better of like the transition plays that were going on, because it seemed like somehow Frotag would get an advantage. Maybe it was Zilly dying. Maybe it was, they just get a few favorable picks and they try to make something with it. Maybe they do get the point that 20cc are just ready to reinitiate, and they were just able to do so consistently that Frotag really can make any um, notable ground off of their plays. So really great stuff from 20cc throughout all of that. Going to be interesting to see if it's a similar thing on process. But one thing I'm going to be interested to see, Trad, is sniper. We did see a bit of it. Brand Slam like to play it to try and break those stalemates, in forward spawn and also just in general during stalemates. So process, a lot better of a map for Sniper than something like a Sunshine. So might find more success on it. So if we do go into a stalemate, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Brand Slam on it, or even Yum Yum, because we did see him via a product game for just a quick second hop on the Sniper class. So mm, gonna be interested to see as we are waiting for all the players to get in and the STV to load on up. Um, but I am gonna press you for a prediction. I'll give mine while we wait. I'm gonna be expecting. Honestly, I think froyotech comeback. Like it is the perfect like froyotech comeback scenario. They lost the map pretty handedly, um, and I think this is the position they got those kind of patented froyotech halftime adjustments coming out. Going to be figuring out what they need to change. Maybe they feel a bit better on process as well. It might play a little bit better to their play style. All those nice open chokes for people just to fly through the soldiers, Sin and Donovan, to really connect. And what would you think froyotech has to do to really step up here? Because I really think it comes down at the moment to Sin and Donovan. As we saw in the product game, the reason why froyotech started winning is Sin and Donovan started to able to convert on their bombs and their quartered plays. So I think that's something froyotech really needs to do here to step up is Sin and Donovan. But what do you think, Trad? What do froyotech need to do to get back into this game?
Yeah, I think that focusing on Sin and Donovan being able to convert some of the bombs that they do, but honestly, I would say that it would have to be a team effort in that they initiate, they
Mm,
call damage on whoever they're bombing, but then having the scouts be able to clean it up as well. So on the mids there, especially, I don't quite remember how many mids they actually won, but I think 20ZC won most of them. Usually, the soldiers, as usual, Sin and Donovan like to be aggressive, bombing the chokes or just getting right onto like high value targets, either Hubada or Habib. But then they get like cleaned up by the rest of their players, and it seems like the scouts were just doing their own thing and kind of unable to, I don't know, sync up with the soldiers. So probably having a bit more coordination between the two
mm.
uh, classes would be interesting and one avenue of success for Froyotech.
Definitely, definitely. We do have all 12 right now. Just getting their pre-game DM warm up. Once again, this is the grand finals of the Essentials DreamHack Clash matchup. As we do have both teams going live here, as this is going to be the third map. Froyotech took the first one on product 3-2 and a very great comeback. 20Z responded with a 3-0 on Sunshine. Now we're here on process. Gonna be watching Logan roll out to try and see where he positions himself. Gonna be taking his own pack as we do see
Oh,
actually
Donovan,
Ash.
ouch.
He's
Yeah,
gonna be.
sorry, I'm interrupting you.
No, it's fine. As a Donovan does get kind of focus fire down from Ash. But you see the soldiers kind of bombing forward. Froyotech kind of penciled in here. The soldiers actually bombing in, trying to get onto Zilly. They do get down onto him. They do lose 3 for it though. Halbada is just gonna have to back out with Logan. But we do see 20ZC on the chase, has their exit locked out, and they're gonna die if they didn't get out just quick enough. Really great stuff from Habib, High Five, and Artist to just make sure they weren't able to get out here, making sure that Zilly didn't have uber disad. Really great stuff from 20ZC. I like the initiation play from Froyotech to get on to Zilly initially, but they just spent too many for it there, Trap.
Yeah.
Now we have 20ZC in the advantage.
I think in the earlier parts of the mid, Froyotech were all just standing there waiting for arrows because they took some early damage. So then they were all, nobody was taking ground. Froyotech were all by like the rock area. The scouts weren't really on high ground. So then it was free reign for the rest of 20ZC to just push forward. The soldiers then bombing forward, getting a lot of good damage. The Donovan and Sin then salvaged pretty well, doing some high bombs, managing to pick up Zilly, but then Artist did the same thing, just circling around and picking up Habib as they were trying to escape. So now the Uber advantage on the side of 20ZC. They're going to try and use it forward, picking up the sentry gun right away, but it seems like no frags really being traded out right now. Hubada being focused down, but staying alive just up above right now. There's a scout trying to chase him down. Bransland trying back.
Oh, he
manages to get it as he jumps down, but I don't even know if it'll really matter because the rest of the players are going to be dead anyway for the side of froyotech. And yeah, it seems like 20ZC taking the first round quite fast, 1-0. I thought it was just unfortunate, basically, that I'd quite later than Zilly, and they just weren't able to establish that last defense. But it seems like my prediction of 5-1 might be coming into fruition if 20ZC keep this up.
Yeah, if they keep up momentum, it will be quick third map. Once again, going to be watching Logan. He does get pistol down just a little bit. He does catch a nice arrow. We do see the soldiers bombing in and just going to be taking down Zilly almost immediately. Sin going to be getting the cleanup kill for that. But Hubada is going to go down as well as 20ZC initiate on their own. High five going to be in a little 1v1 with Yum Yum winning the vet. Habib going to be taking down Bandy. We do have Yum Yum on the trace. He does want to try and take down Habib. He's going to be fighting him in this enclosed IT area. He's going so deep for Habib right now. Habib is so low though. He's only at 25, and now Logan has got his exit locked off. Habib is going to be taken down to the pipes of Logan. So good chase there from both Logan and Yum Yum. Logan to help his scout buddy out there, as Logan is just going to be trapping up the choke, but that's going to be a mid win for froyotech. Went a bit better for them, once again, they got the med really early there. Zilly dying pretty early, but Hubada as well. But, just this time, Trad, froyotech were able to get the better DM.
Yeah, that was so unfair for Zilly. He couldn't do anything to escape the two soldiers just pouncing on him. And it seems like the soldiers are going to be the ones initiating right here. Banny picking up Ash, but all the frags are now going in favor of 20ZC. It's going to be Kai. Yeah, it's going to be a full wipe. And that all just turned on its head super quick as 20ZC is just barreling forward now. Going to pick up the mid and probably second here as well.
Yeah, Habib wants to full spawn them. He doesn't want to get them any ground.
Oh, that's evil.
They just realized at the last second.
No,
oh, but Banny still goes out anyways.
Why did Banny go forward? No.
I mean, okay, like Logan dying there. Okay, sure. You don't expect. You don't expect maybe Habib to be there. I get dying that way, but Banny knew that Habib was there. I don't know, but anyways, 20ZZ are gonna take those 2 picks and walk straight in onto last, and they get it up.
Oh wow!
And that is a really great second round. 20ZC. froyotech, they won the mid, but they weren't quite able to convert off of it. So now it's gonna be interested to see if they change up their mid game plan, or if 20ZC are going to be keeping up with this aggression here, Trad.
I guess Banny just didn't want to get disrespected by Habib and was like, I'm going to fight you no matter what. And that just didn't work out as he died. So let's see what the soldiers do again, this time doing a fade, not actually committing onto Zilly just yet. So switching it up just a little bit at least. Seems like Artist is going to get most right away. Oh, nice air shot from Ash, picking up Sin on the crates there, but the positioning is way better from froyotech. They're all so much more forward. Scouts on the high ground, the damage working out in their favor as well. It is a 4 versus 4, but just the positioning. But the longer the fight continues here, Zilly's going to be able to heal up his players. Seems like it's still quite even. High five dancing around all over the place, and no one is still dying here.
Yeah,
Uber finally so going out. Yeah, this is the longest time. How does Brad Slam kill Logan despite having an Uber there? He even says LMAO OMG in chat, because even I'm like, even he is surprised how that happened.
That's actually saying that Logan died there, and because of it, 20ZC are just gonna walk through choke. They have Uber ad as well. They don't have to use Donovan on the spy. He is gonna be found out, and he's gonna be taken down. He does trying to get in a few pistol shots while it happens, but it's not gonna connect. Unfortunate for him, but for 20ZC, they're going to be walking through Chuck. This full 100% froyotech. Can't really have too much in the way of defenses. They only have 1 soldier up and alive, and looks like Sin's going to play his life. Logan might get caught out as he tries to leave. Banny dying as well by 1. This is disaster for a froyotech. They don't really have enough time to be able to get Uber, as 20ZC are just going to barrel in. They take down Sin. Good opening pick. 3 up for froyotech right now. Yum Yum very low as well. There's not much that these players can do as they just stand on the point. That's going to be 3-0 for 20ZC.
Yeah, this is a collapse. And just some of the DM not coming out for froyotech there, like just keeping Logan alive, finishing off high five while they have the Uber, or sorry, not high five, Grand Slam. So 20ZC looking quite strong right now in this map, and we'll see what froyotech can elect to do. We want to see what kind of what happened in that second mid where froyotech were really winning it with off the back of their soldiers. Seems like Sin again just gonna do a bit of a fade, just pretend to bomb as now he recommits. Not quite yet, as he's still fading around, just flying around all over the place. Logan finishing off some of the damage. Ransom might get picked down here.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, is gonna get pistol down, and that is looking much better for froyotech. Zilly tucking tail, gonna escape through one. Habib might be isolated, just sticking around.
Artist just got launched there. I think while Logan bombed in, Artist like got launched into Logan and he just crashed towards the ground. Unfortunate for him. I don't think his jump would have gotten much of anything
Are
anyway.
Froyo gonna push off this? They have a 20% advantage. Do they know?
Looks like they're going into lobby. I can't quite tell. No, it looks like they're just going to be sending in Sin for a sack. Bandy's going to come in to try and help him out. Looks like Sin is going to die. So that was just a one-man right there as the rest of the team just tried to go in to help him up. So they should know that they have a sniper up. Grand Slam looks like he's going to be peeking his way. They do have a bit of presence. Oh, but Grand Slam's going to be taking the shot through Shutter, taking down Logan. Habib is going to die, though. So with no demo, looks like froyotech are just going to take the Uber exchange right here. Both scouts leading this one in. Donovan kind of disconnected. He doesn't die there somehow, some way. Grand Slam coming up on the heavy, but a lot of cap time right now from froyotech up it.
Hopefully they pause too, because the server's gonna end the reservation in 10 minutes. I just saw that in the chat. So hopefully they extend that and we don't have the match just end in 10 minutes when they're still playing. But good job from froyotech there, just standing on the point despite having 20Z players still alive. They were just focusing on the cap time, and it worked out as they're back in this match now, 3-1. Oh, and Donovan might just get completely countered by Ash there. Managing to stay alive. Habib getting the first frag. Sin so high in the air, but without his soldier buddy, it's not gonna really pay dividends at all onto Zilly. And now Banny's gonna get caught out as well. At least Habida stays alive, but he's not healing anybody for now. So there will be an advantage for Zilly.
Yeah, there will be. That was super unfortunate for, I think, Donovan. He tried to a rocket jump, but he just met someone in the air, so he went nowhere and he just fell to the ground to get mulched up. Really great stuff. You know, this time Habida staying alive. No one on 20ZC was there to be able to chase. So he is going to have Uber in a little bit, but 20ZC are just going to use aggressively. Going to be taking down Logan. Really great stuff there. Going to be trying to take down the sentry gun. It's still up, but they can get the point without having to take down the sentry gun. Finally, Uber comes out from froyotech as they have to defend this with so much cap time for 20ZC. They kill all the remaining overextended 20ZC players. Artist and High Five going to be going down. I don't think froyotech are going to be too confident enough and push out here with so much cap time. Actually, as I say that, Banny does peak rollout right now. Looks like he's going to be trying to take that with one of his soldiers there, Ash. But with Sin going down, I think that's definitely going to be the sign for froyotech to just back up onto their last. We do see Grand Slam in the space for his team into the lobby area. It looks like we do have someone sacking in. It is going to be Ash flying around in the heaven area. Artist is going to go down. He is going to be taking down Habida. Really great stuff from Artist right now, just securing his team. The Uber ad, as the Uber is used anyway, is going to be taking down Sin as well. Banny going to be going down. Now, that was a really great play.
That was so beautiful, actually. They had Artist in, and like everybody on the side of Froyo were looking at him, but he wasn't even trying to do anything. He was just trying to distract. He went through behind, and then the late bomb from Ash then came in, and that was what actually cleaned up Habida and secured for 20ZC that round. So some very nice coordination between the two soldiers there, just doing a bit of a bait and switch and working perfectly, as they're gonna get some early damage onto Logan as well, coming into this sixth round here. froyotech up 4-1, just need one more to just finish it off in this map. Only 12 minutes have passed, just to say, but the frags pretty even, 2-2.
Oh, super unfortunate for Habida, but really great stuff from Artist to clean up Hubada there. Super in the backlines. Hubada had a pretty good surf, but unfortunately for him, Artis was hot on his heels and was able to clean it up. Zilly protected by Habib in 5, so I doubt anyone's going to be able to get onto him. Looks like froyotech, they want to maybe try and cap it up, but, with 20ZC having the medic, the heals, and kind of like the player at the moment, they're just going to have to give it up. They're going to try and mount some type of defense on second. Hopefully going to try and get 20ZC to use Uber would be most ideal for them. But they're just going to be playing back. I'm surprised we don't see one of them already going engineer. Looks like they are going to be popping in super aggressively. Oh my god, Donovan just gets levitated!
Oh, Artist, that is criminal. Just painting a canvas in the air. The double air shot onto Donovan. Hopefully we got that on camera because that was very, very beautiful. And securing themselves the second point just yet. The scouts landing and just holding there. Hubada, seems like the rest of the players want to push out, but now it's just going to be Hubada and Sin against the world. And that is probably going to be the map because they are losing everybody. And yeah, sad.
Yeah, that is. I mean, froyotech tried to fight that even after all of that. And they kind of surprising. That just seems to be their MO. If it is possible to fight, we will fight. And unfortunately, it hasn't been working out these last few rounds. But we definitely know that they've got it in them, as we saw on product. Able to make it happen. But 20ZC walking away currently 2-1 in the grand finals. They could close it out here on Snakewater, win it 3-1. Otherwise, it will be going to Gully Wash for the decider. But before we get to the next map, let's reflect on this map process. Maybe pull up the logs as well. Really great stuff from 20ZC in total. They were just collecting the mids pretty consistently, and they were just able, even if froyotech did get a mid trad, they were just able to ensure that they did nothing with it, and they were just able to push them back. Like each round was basically 2 minutes at most.
Yeah.
20ZC really had a lock on this map, and it showed.
I like to just say I am a prophet as well with the 5-1. So
Yeah.
just gotta get my little dig in there. But yeah, you were saying 20ZC, they were in control the whole time. Even with that one round that froyotech gotten, it was just like 20ZC were definitely able to defend that as well. They had the players up. They just weren't, I guess, aware of the cap time that was on the last point in that particular round. So it could have easily been a 5-0 as well. And 20ZC just everybody's in their flow state right now. All the players, all the soldiers hitting their shots, the scouts just popping off, and the team playing quite well. And seems like, as I said, I think one of the keys to victory I said before the match started was froyotech, they're probably not going to be able to rely on the DM as much as pound for pound, one on one. I would take probably the 20ZC players instead of any of the froyotech players. But if they could work together as a team, soldiers bombing forward, have the scouts clean up on the focus fire damage, but that kind of synergy was just not there. And in fact, we saw some better cooperation and synergy between like the 20ZC players. Like that last soldier play on getting their fourth round was really, really nice to see, and it just spells very tough times ahead for froyotech coming into Snakewater.
Yeah, it does spell really it's going to be hard for froyotech to adapt here on what is it, Snakewater. But they've been trying really hard on Sin and Donovan bombs, and we've seen them work on mid. They've gotten Zilly a few times, so Snakewater is the double soldier bomb heaven. That's basically kind of the MO of the map, so to speak. The standard way to play it is just double bomb your soldiers in and make something happen from there. So if they're able to convert, make sure they keep Hubada alive, which they've been a bit spotty at doing recently, then I could see them getting into a few better positions. But yeah, it really does seem like they're 5 CP. At least they haven't been able to put themselves positions that they'd like to. And I think it's really a lot of the fights that they're taking. Like they're taking so many fights here that are kind of like dubious at best. And it doesn't seem it's been working out. I mean, props, they're sticking with their game plan. They're not really trying to respect 20ZC in that, which is definitely something to do, a way to make it work. Um, but I think at some point it's just kind of biting them in the bind there, Trad.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll see what froyotech can do here coming into the fourth map. I think while we're waiting, we can give a shout out or talk about some of the sponsors that we do have for DreamHack TF2 Community Clash North America Fall 2022. A little bit of a mouthful. We do have Intel, Monster Energy, the U.S. Air Force, and Circle K sponsoring this community clash. Also, partnership between Essentials, TF, and DreamHack. And yeah, as we go into this fourth map, it is 2-1 in favor of 20ZC. No kind of upper bracket advantage or no map advantage at least. I think 20ZC had the ability to pick whether they want to like be A or B in the pick ban scheme. So yeah, 20ZC up to one night now, and they just got to finish off the Snakewater, and they will be crowned champions of the Community Clash. So we'll see if they can do it. One thing that has been nice for these teams is they've actually been quite fast in going into each of these matches, so we haven't had to like wait a bunch and have been able to get into the action quite quickly.
Yeah, really great stuff as well. I'm gonna press you for once again a prediction. You got it right last time, so maybe you'll get it right again. I always love to see more TF2. So I'm gonna say froyotech win this. I think this is gonna be a real. I think we're gonna win it 2-1. It's gonna be 1-1 before the overtime, and froyotech are gonna win it in overtime 2-1. Um, I think Snakewater. It can be like, it can be a bit leapfroggy, sometimes. Usually, it's just a bit stalemate, like, mid to second or second to last can be real big stalemates depending on how, defensively or, passively teams play it. I know Fairytech have been fairly aggressive, but still Seawater, especially second to last, can be such a stalemate-prone place, that I think we can see a lot of time being sunk there during the map. So I think it's going to be 2-1. Throw your tech, throw it out there, give us a chance to see it all go to Gully Wash. But what are you thinking about this one, Trad?
Yeah, I like your shout of 2-1. I'll think a 3-2 for Froyotech as well, because I do want to see a map 5. And I think all the viewers do as well. So we will see if Froyotech can deliver and get their first 5 CP win of this series, actually. But yeah, here comes the first mid. Froyotech against 20ZC, 20CC leading 2-1.
Yeah, gonna be watching him here, just spamming some stickies across the point. It looks like Froyotech, the soldiers are just gonna go in for the double bomb really aggressively. They do collect off onto Zilly, and Art is gonna be taken down as well. But on the other side of things, Froyotech losing basically everyone. Sin is gonna get the trade-off off onto Grand Slam. So 3 down for the side of 20ZC, but still that's a full wipe for Froyotech. They did just instantly send their soldiers in. And they did get Zilly, which is all right, but still, at the end of the day, that's not really what you want is from your mids. Looks like 20CC have some positioning here on second. Froyotech just trying to peek it a little bit. Donovan is going to be bombing, and he does take down Ash, so that does give Froyotech a bit of a stay here on second. Good job from him. Ubers are going to be even, so they don't have to worry about 20ZC trying anything off of it. But it looks like we might be in for a stalemate here, Trad.
Yeah, I just want to talk about that first mid real quick. I thought it was quite funny how okay,
Oh!
Habib, all right, just making me eat my words as Habib and Arnis just killing everybody on Froyotech here. That's going to be 3 down, and Froyotech are going to have to tuck tail and run and see if they can get their players out. Hubada, 78% just healing Logan for the life of him right now. He should be able to get Uber here, but the soldier high bombing. They're slowly capping up second. The respawners are in now, so there's actually a good chance for Froyotech to hold on here. Uber forced out, but there's going to be a trade regardless from the side of Zilly. So this is actually looking good for Froyotech despite everything that happened there. And they should even be able to retake second, maybe even mid. So despite how dire that looked, just keeping their meta alive and then getting the respawners in allowed them. Oh wow, this is actually even
Oof.
working better because now they get Zilly as well. So if they can keep Hubbard alive, this is actually even looking better than whatever position they were in before.
Yeah, this is really great for froyotech at the moment here. Um, they are going to be positioning themselves through Saw. Looks like they're going to be going through. We do have Ash up front. Looks like 20cc just trying to mount some type of defense. But they are going to back up as froyotech a walk forward here. Hubba at about 60% Uber ad. Looks like they do want to maybe try and use this playing around Saw. It looks like they maybe want to bomb in. They're just healing up players at the moment, waiting. We do have Donovan going down lower to maybe be a distraction before they use the Uber. Looks like they're just getting everyone ready. 20ZC here on the bat space should be expecting it, some type of play from froyotech. They do use the Uber super aggressively. We do have a soldier going in behind it. It'll be Ash. Artist is going to be taken down. No one else on 20ZC dying, so basically the best possible scenario for them. They do have Ash in the back lines. Depending on how quickly they clean him up, froyotech might want to make a sack of their own, but Ash is still going to stay alive. 20ZC look like maybe they might want to push out here because they do have Uber ad push out of any last. It's always a bit tricky, but with Ash in the backlines, they might be able to coordinate something. Everyone, they have 3 players chasing back down for Ash. Looks like 20ZC might want to make something off of it, but no, it looks like they're actually this super passively, and it might actually even out here, Trad.
Yeah, I mean, they had the Uber they could probably have used to push out, but pushing out a Snake, not always the easiest thing, especially with Ash in behind and getting cleaned up. So seems like 20ZC will be content to just sit on their last right now. In fact, they have Branson just building up the sentry gun. So we are going to be in it for the long haul here. As froyotech, it's going to be up to them to see how they will break this defense. Are they going to send in the soldiers? As we oftentimes do see from Donovan and Sin, they love to bomb. I'm sure they're going to do something here as they've got step 1 down, taking down the sentry gun. But Branson's already back, just building that sucker right back up.
Yeah, he is. Habib gonna get a kill onto Yum Yum.
Nice
so
bomb.
much damage. Yeah, it was a pretty good bomb.
Coming right back in.
Oof.
Oh, he was juggled in the air by those scatter.
Oh, they're committing so many people for this. Logan gonna be on Branslam. He wanted to try and make it go at Zilly as well. It's just gonna be Hubba up and alive, gonna be trying to run away, but Artist is in the backlines. Hubba is gonna have to end up using right now.
Uh-oh. Hubba used Uber here. I didn't know they were going to use there. It didn't seem like he was really being pressured. And Banny's going to get mulched in the back lines
but
here.
Zilly.
Yeah, the
Zilly.
soldiers, very nice coordination again from Sin and Donovan. Oh, Donovan was just trying to get the last fadeaway rocket before he died. But job successful and at least pushing out the Uber. So froyotech will maintain here, at least be able to probably defend their second point. They have Hubba up alive with Logan. And a soldier, so we'll see what they do here. Oh, they have a sniper as well, Banny.
Ooh.
The Banny sniper, he gets a shot off. But I think he's missed his chance. Zilly is crossed.
Yeah, they are going to be walking in through Saw. Habib bombing in super deep. Oh my god, he just levitated. I think that was a nice double air shot in right there to clean him up. Sin going to get another onto Brand Slam. And now, what was looking really great for 20cc has kind of fallen into disarray. Zilly, my god, he is really great stuff. Sin just popping off huge for his team there. Hubba, oh my god, high five. Going to be cleaning up Hubba. He had 99%. He couldn't have even used, even if he wanted to. Very unfortunate for froyotech. Great stuff from 20cc to equalize things. Habib mounting a little bit of defense. He's just going to be spamming a little bit, just trying to do as much as he can for his respawners to come in and to help. He knows they don't have any heals on the side of froyotech, so all damage is permanent. froyotech have to back up to their second, and because Hubba did die later, it is actually going to be Uber ad for 20ZC around like 30%, so definitely workable. It's going to be up to them to see if they want to do something with it, and really great salvage from 20ZC in total.
Man, I was curious if Donovan was going to continue hiding behind the crates there, but it seems like that is not going to happen. Oh, Artist was actually going to go check it. Interesting. So that wouldn't have worked out for him, but seemingly now the players of 20ZC moving out onto lawn. They do have their Uber just around now. Donovan just faking a bomb right there. Zilly just stutter stepping around, and Artist with the spoon. Revenge onto Donovan. Sin picking up a frag in the backlines. He's just sticking around. Oh, I thought he would have just tried to stay in behind, but now they're just bleeding players losing Sin, losing Yum Yum, Donovan on a 5-second respawn. It's gonna come in now. They should have the Uber to defend this, so it's not all gonna be lost. Actually, they get the first frag onto Artist, but a good amount of cap time. Uber now out. Zilly probably gonna have to use here to save his players, but the respawners are gonna be in for froyotech, so this should be a good enough defense, I think. But all the players in 20ZC coming in behind as well also, and this is not looking as well. It's only going to be Hubada trying to defend against everybody else, but it doesn't work out, and 20ZC with a 1-0.
Yeah, that was a long round. Not as long as the 12-minute one, but almost there. Minutes. And yeah, 20ZC going to be able to walk away with it at the end of the day. Really great stuff from them. In total, going to be coming up onto the second round here. Going to be once again watching Habib, just trying to see what he does. He's just going to be skiing off, just trading damage with the enemy. Actually, Logan getting some good stickies off onto him. Sin going for the early high bomb as he's done. Oh my god, he just could lead it in the air, but they do take down the Habib and Zilly going down. This is really great for froyotech if they just can get everyone else up and alive, specifically Habada, but no! Habada was so far forward. He committed so deep with his team that he does go down. Logan does get a nice 4K, which is nice, but Habada going down is not nice, and that is gonna make Ubers even actually a bit in favor of Zilly as he does spawn before Habada. So, you know, it could have been a mid to last potential for froyotech. They're gonna have to be content with probably just mid, maybe second, depending on how well they hold this. Habib wants to get it. Oh my god, he takes so much damage. He does go down to the other sticky from Logan. So this should be a good second defense from froyotech. Looks like 20ZC are going to try to commit with Yum Yum and Logan down. The Ash is so low in dungeon. He is going to get the arrow to stay alive and meet back up with his team. froyotech still want to try and fight this. Zilly, there's no one there. Zilly, can the soldier come over to help him? No. He gets taken out from a headshot from Donovan. I didn't even see he was up on Sniper, but he does make the shot ring out to make sure there's no one there to help Zilly. He's looking in the back lines. They know Ash is in behind. He can't really do anything. At least just going to have to back up. They know he's there. Looks like they're just going to clean up that kill. And what was looking maybe a bit dicey for froyotech just turns out their way, giving Habada Uber advantage to finally work in here. froyotech's first chance at their last, first good attempt at their last at the very least. And now they have Uber at to work in here. Looks like they might try and take it in through Shutter Trad.
Yeah, they have a Donovan sniper as well with the body shot onto Zilly. Nice sniper pick, just taking all heals out of the equation on the side of 20ZC. So this is froyotech's round to win.
He gets a
the
beat.
Players of froyotech trying to do stuff. They're just standing on the point and playing the heals, and we have a 1-1 game.
Yeah, froyotech finally putting up a round on the board first since Viaduct. Actually, no, they did one last round. My bad. The last map, sorry. But they're finally getting back into the swing of things. We've seen a success from them converting this. Gonna have to see how this mid goes because they found success on their double bombs. They just sent Sin and Donovan super early onto Zilly and Habib. They do the same thing again this mid. Gonna be a bit, no, they're gonna be doing the same thing. Sin going in super deep. Gonna get one rocket out on Zilly. Zilly does die. Soldiers just shooting at him.
Rockets were so synced up. That was real nice to watch. And it seems like the froyotech players now coming back in. Sin trying to fight High Five here. High Five just going to be winning that out. They did lose Habada in the meantime as well, so it's just a scrappy 3 versus 2 right now. Dominant winning the battle against the scout, and Habib is going to tuck tail and run here as he collects the pack. And another mid win from froyotech here.
Yeah, it is another mid win. They haven't managed to keep Habada alive during one of them, so I guess if you trade out both meds and you get the mid at the end of it, might as well. It seems to be working out for them for the at the moment. Now, froyotech Ubers are going to be slightly in favor of Habada because I guess he did die, or maybe he had someone to heal just a bit before Zilly did. Either way, they're going to have a bit of advantage. I don't know if they know. I don't know if it's kind of make-believe advantage or whether they actually know. It looks like they might actually be trying to
know.
Yeah.
They're looking to use right away. And is Zilly might get caught off here. Oh, he's gonna nice surf all the way down to lower. And yeah, he should be able to escape, but he might get caught. So good plays there. The soldier coming in, both soldiers coming in from 20ZC. They're all trying to clean up on the damage because there's a lot of damage on the Froyo players. And in fact, they are going to probably full wipe Froyo here. Logan going to be the last person alive. And very nice play from 20ZC to actually just bait in the Uber and collapse on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, that was an expert surf from Zilly down into low there. You couldn't really ask for much more. And, they got a B, but they didn't get anyone else. Just, sold out for the demo. Not really making much of anything from that Uber otherwise. So now it's going to be 20ZC's turn to try and see if they have a bit more success using an Uber here on the second. Looks like they're going to be doing the same thing in through Saw. Going to be popping it on their scout this time. Habib is going to get mulched almost instantly from Logan because he wasn't flashed. Sin is going to be trying to go in the back. Art is going to be dying as well. So froyotech, and with those picks going, they feel confident in trying to defend second. Ash going to be trying to go for a fadeaway bomb. He does do it. He's so low, taken down because of it. Donovan onto Zilly, going to be collapsing him down. It's just for scouts right now. They are going to be taking down Donovan. So now it's just going to be 2 scouts versus a with his medic. He does have the heals, and he is going to 2-shot Brand Slam down after taking down high 5. Good stuff from him there to keep his medic up alive. He does have the spawners, and looks like froyotech are going to be making their way.
He taunts also
Oh.
against the scout.
He's thrown a bit of mental in there at as you expect from the froyotech main caller, trying to use every edge to his advantage. But froyotech gonna be taken in on the mid, gonna be capping it up. They do have ad, but you know what I see? I see Brand Slam on the sniper. I don't know if they know it quite yet. He knows they're coming in. They do use the Uber regardless, though. Gonna be going in pretty aggressively. They are going to be able to get, but they're not going to get anything else here, Trav.
They do get Artist managed, so that's going to delay any kind of repush from 20ZC, but I think 20ZC are content with just sitting on last again and just defending, as last should be able to should be Snakewater last, one of the easier ones to defend, I guess, if you do have an Uber to defend it with as well. They have the heavy. Oh, he switched off. Maybe we'll have an engineer just to make it a complete fortress. But in the meantime, froyotech, I mean, Hubba is playing pretty far back, just getting ready to escape. As it seems like now 20ZC will push forward. They're actually going to push out here. Interesting play. They didn't do that last time, but Habib getting an early pick. They might manage to get one more on Sin, but no, he's going to escape out. So we might get a bit of a leapfrog situation here, going back and forth on the second point. And let's see if that actually happens. A big bomb from Ash going up high, but unable to really connect onto anything. As froyotech, they're slowly pushing out now.
Donovan taunts, and he gets killed because of it. Sorry to cut you off there, but Donovan, he had a little 1v1 in the south area. He taunts and he killed because of it. Even typing the question mark in the chat. Ash is in the backlines. They should know he is in Saw. He's going to be in a 1v1 with Yum Yum. Actually, Yum Yum just ignores him. Goes forward with the rest of his froyotech. Look like they want to get in through lower here. They are going to use their Uber in super aggressively. Oh my god, the collapse there. Just going to be cleaning up high 5 Zilly and it's only just Artist. Ash isn't there in time. Penny typing where's the door as they weren't able to get in time. And we have froyotech up 2-1.
Honestly, Manny's chat messages are just too funny. It's just the added mental edge, and he's just really trying to poke at the annoyances of 20ZC, and seemingly it's working in this map right now as they are up 2-1 and looking good to actually extend this to a gully wash, which will be quite exciting. But first, we have to see if 20ZC have anything to say about that, and Ash is just picking players out of the air, just staying around in the Saw area. Finally going to get cleaned up, but again, a froyotech seemingly win as Habib is alone on mid right now, fighting for his life against everybody else. There's going to be one scout in Brand Slam, but he's going to get picked down, and again, a froyotech win.
Yeah, just something seems to be happening on these mids for froyotech. Whatever wasn't happening on Sunshine, nor was it happening on Process. Here, things seem to be going their way. Their soldiers seem to be having a bit more success, even though they keep losing their med each time they get Zilly and they're able to get the better DM. Donovan looks like he's hiding actually in lower. No one knows. He just waddled all the way there. He's going to be in a good position for an immediate sack. It looks like he's on the move. It's going to be jumping up, going into lobby. They don't know. Looks like he's going to be making his way through bats at the moment. Actually, no, he's hiding. Yeah, maybe waiting. Yeah, he's going to be walking in. They don't know. He gets one rocket off onto Zilly. Another Zilly is so low. Can someone clean up? Sin! Oh my god, the rocket doesn't hit. Oh my god, I think Zilly would have used if he had, but he didn't have.
Yeah, he didn't even have Uber there, so that's actually unfortunate. I guess if he had Uber, he would have used it, and that would have actually worked out better. for G6. But G6, excuse me, froyotech, now they have the Uber here. It's going to be a trade. And less players on the side of froyotech, I guess you could say less flashing. But in the meantime, Banny on the high ground, just making sure that nobody on the side of 20ZC can actually get anything done. And seemingly, froyotech are winning this despite more players on the side of 20ZC. They're going to get wrapped here. Sin in behind,
Silly!
getting right onto Zilly. He might clean up Habib as well. Habib is just stuck in kitchen now on the front. Branson is actually picking up frags. Habib jumping forward, but Habib might die. Yeah, he will die. They do pick up Havada, but another win, I guess you could say, for froyotech as they have more players. Artist gonna try and defend the second point, but seeing the froyotech, the red wave come in, I think he's going to back up.
Yeah, they do have
actually,
heals,
yeah, the red wave
though.
is gonna recede just a bit to mid.
Yeah, they did have heals though, so froyotech had an opportunity to try and peek in there, but they don't take it, which is a smart play. And you know, they're 2-1, so now finally, you know, it's in their position now. You know, they can slow it down if they want to. I think for the first time this entire series, they're up in terms of rounds. So now it's going to be on 20ZC to try and make something happen. They do have a bit of Uberad because Zilly spawned a bit earlier before Havada did. Looks like they might be peeking. I didn't be doing anything with it, but actually, no, it looks like they want to try to. They're posturing up by Saw area, and yeah, they're going to be going through, going to be bombing through Habib. He goes in pretty deep. He's not going to find anything. Actually, no, he does find Sin, an escaping Sin. So he does get one soldier, but one soldier for an Uber.
Oh,
actually,
Donovan
no.
as well.
Yeah, two soldiers.
Trying to escape Saw, but the spam just picked him up on the last legs of his health. So I guess a good enough Uber, picking up mid, picking up 2 frags. The respawn should be fast enough from Sin, but it seems like 20CC might step on the gas, but no, they're going to just rest on mid. We're going to see this leapfrog here as the players of froyotech come back up, so I'm guessing we're going to see a push in from lower. Havada just really staying back right now, not really committing anywhere as they're going to rotate to Saw, and I guess we'll see this Uber here. Zilly already 85%, so froyotech got to be faster.
Yeah, they are going to use in regardless. I don't know if they're going to be able to catch anyone. Okay, they do catch Artist. He doesn't get the spoon partially because Logan was Ubered when he tried to, but the Uber is going to come out from 20ZC. They are going to chase Banny into kitchen. They're going to take him down, secure that kill. They do have one player at the moment. They do actually have mid, so they are going to get spawners a bit quicker. Sin staying alive for so long, but he is going to eventually fall in Saw. So now Yum has to help his medic out of dodge as everyone else on 20ZC is on the chase. Logan going down, buying time for the rest of his players, and they are eventually going to get second. 20ZC, they maybe want to try and poke and prod here into last right now, taking a lot of space in lobby. Habib going down fairly weak. We do see Grand Slam walking through. Oh my god, he's oh, how does he get Sin there? He stays alive for so long. He does eventually die, but not before getting a trade out. If you do have a player at, I doubt they're going to do anything with it. Actually, no, it looks like Hillman wants to trade like this Uber.
Yeah, the combo just coming in from lower. Interesting. They're not... Oh, okay, they are using it now. Seemingly, Artist juggled in the air. He's going to crater anyway, but the air shot would have looked cool. Yum picking up another frag onto Habib. And froyotech are just going to leapfrog right back. Seems like they have the Uber. They're posturing in Saw. Seems like they're going to think better of it and actually escape back to mid. Just a lot of back and forth all over the place here.
Yeah, and they at the moment, froyotech defending their last 20CC do have full Uber. They should know. They're just waiting for their players to get back in here. Yeah, and they're going to be... Looks like they're going to try and once again go through Saw. I would like to see maybe one time Saw try and milk and go through lower, but no, they're going to go through Saw regardless. Going to be popping in. I don't think they're going to find much of anything. They do have a few players in the back. It is going to be a few soldiers dying. It is going to be Sin. Donovan in lower. Looks like he is going to commit onto Habib. He does get them, but Uber is used as well. Zilly is disconnected out into lower. He does find a scout, and High Five is going to help him out, taking Logan. Really great stuff there. People on the point. There's going to be a cap up for 20ZC. Brand Slam going all the way to last. He got in undetected. Just typing last, bro. Calling a little bit of a trash talk coming back to froyotech's way, and it is going to be a tie game at the moment.
I like how 20ZC are engaging in mental warfare as well now, and it's just making the game even more spicy as it's all coming down to the line. 2-2 8 minutes remaining before continuous overtime kicks in. And if 20ZC win this, they win the community clash. So we'll see what they can do. It looks like kind of a repeat where the soldiers, a lot of the players coming in behind on the side of froyotech, but 20ZC just moving forward. Habada is alone in a DM against Ash right now, just a 1v1.
Ash is
at 2
committing for it.
What
He's
is
2
Ash
HP
doing?
and Ash is on the move. He
Oh
is
my
not
god,
letting
Habada is
Habada
not
go.
gonna expect this. Oh,
Okay,
he gets the arrow at least. Okay. That was a ballsy play from Ash. Honestly, like I definitely just playing off the unexpected Ash writing Chad question mark in chat. But yeah, that was definitely a Chad maneuver.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was complete no fear. He had 280 and no reason to really chase there, but he did regardless. He didn't get the pickup, but you know, you like to see that aggression. Logan getting a nice trap kill on the high five, but Uber actually used from Zilly in lower. A kind of a fumbled Uber actually. They don't get much of anything with it. Not quite sure if it was a.
Is he gonna go behind? Okay, they're all looking at him. They don't want another back half like what happened before, so they clean up the person in behind. And it seems like froyotech, they should have the players necessary to push onto second. They're all just getting their buffs right now in lobby, moving through cheese instead. As they are out through cheese now, getting onto second, probably gonna juggle Ash just up in the air. Habada eats a rocket, but it's not gonna be enough to make him pop. So good enough for froyotech to retake second without having to use their Uber. So maybe they can continue this momentum forward. Zilly still do not have the Uber, so actually froyotech, they're gonna use it right away. They might be able to patch up players, not quite. Oh, Zilly almost running into the stickies, but now the Uber comes back out, and it's going to be the leapfrog. Habada should be able to escape through kitchen, and the mulch catching the players of 20ZC that were overextending for him. Habada not quite healthy right now, but just a lot of scrappy back and forth. Ransland just surviving barely the saw play from 20ZC, taking control of that position. Second should still be in control by froyotech, but Habada is getting harassed so hard right now. How is he going to survive this? I don't think he is. That's what's going to happen as 20ZC with full control. Sin
Logan
getting at least a
behind.
consolation. Logan in behind, but that's just not going to be good as he's going to have a long respawn now on this last defense, and it looks like 20ZC, they are looking good to make it 3-2.
They are, as they go straight in. There's not many froyotech spawners. Donovan now just trying to get onto the point. We do have a late heavy Yum Yum coming out, but you know, the heavy is slow and he doesn't get to the point in time, so it is going to be 3-2 for 20ZC. They're in the lead at the moment. Only 5 minutes left on the clock before we go into overtime. And maybe 20ZC can close it out before then. Gonna be interested to see once again these mids. froyotech just sending in the soldiers. Last time we did see Ash and Artist going in and actually get a lot of good damage off onto Habada. So you know, they might try and out aggressive froyotech soldiers. We do see going in for a big bomb. He's just gonna get shot at and looked at. We do have Ash as well in the back lines, gonna be jumping around. Habada does go down, but not before Zilly and Artist and Ash all go down as well. Only one up on the side of 20ZC. It is gonna be Brandslam in the lower. He's gonna be taking a little bit of a fight, gonna be a play for his life at the moment. Gonna be leaving through bridge, and once again, you know, froyotech are just happy to have Habada die here if they can ensure that, you know, kill Zilly and they get the point, which at the end of the day, it worked out for them a few times, so that seems to be their MO, Trad.
Yeah, it just feels bad for Zilly and Habada on all these mid fights because their whole teams are all just going forward for the other team's meds. So like nobody's really protecting the meds ever. And I think they've like died on like every single mid basically. Which is not great for the logs, I guess you could say. And Donovan Sniper, what the? I didn't even know he was on Sniper.
I didn't either, but apparently Habib knows now because he is dead to Donovan sniping him back to the respawn room. And because of that, froyotech are just going to have a clean second. 20ZC don't want to contend at all without having a demo. They should know that Donovan is on the sniping class. He is going to peek through the left side. They do have the scout swing it just a little bit, so they should know he's there. He is going to actually rotate around, going to be peeking through drop down, actually going to be walking it up. Just going to try and see if he can catch any heads whatsoever. Looking at the shutter door, Not gonna quite anything. I don't know if they know he's there just at the moment now because he is dead. Artist getting the nice 2 rocket off onto him. Looks like 20ZC gonna be aggressing a little bit, maybe making a little bit of space for a sack. We do see BrandSlam running through bats. This actually might be Ash through cheese. Yeah, he is gonna commit. Oh, Hubada does have to use just because of so much spam coming his way. It wasn't even really the Ash bomb. It was just all the spam that happened. And they don't get anyone else aside from Ash. So now froyotech in a position where they have to try and figure out how they want to hold this. Pretty aggressive in lobby, actually. Maybe they want to try and go for a sack onto Zilly. No, they are going to back up and going to be interested to see how 20ZC attempt to push out of his last year trap.
Yeah, they're retaking lobby right now, just using the Uber through now onto bridge. Habib is gonna get caught out. Yeah, he uses that Uber to jump forward so aggressively, and then he gets caught out. But the other players are Benny behind. They spot him out. They spot him out. Okay, the patent Danny back up. I thought it was gonna happen again, but this time him out. Oh, and Hubada might get caught. He's still alive just by the logs. Ash now coming back in. BrandSlam just standing still and shooting him down, gunning the man down with the drive-by. And seems like 20ZC will successfully, they lose their med, but they will actually be able to get the second point.
Yeah, they are to be able to.
And lose it as froyotech just comes right back.
Yeah, they did get Dilly there. So they're able to walk back in. Ubers basically being even because both meds died around the same time. Looks like 20ZC, they still want to try and fight this before the Froyrunners get there. BrandSlam gonna be fighting with Soldier and Cheese. He's down so low, but he is gonna be able, he's gonna get cleaned up from Yum Yum. Good stuff there. Donovan dying as well, so a trade-up happening at the moment. Artist in a little fight with Yum Yum. It looks like he is gonna be taken down in lower with Sin collapsing onto him. Now 3 down for 20ZC. Froyotech in the move there are going to walk in through the left-hand side. We do have Sin on the right, just spamming a lot off onto the point and getting a bit of cap time, but he is going to go down because of it. And Froyotech are going to back off, realizing they don't really have any space for down players, and they don't have any point time to really work with. 50 seconds left on the clock before we go into over, and it's looking more and more likely that it's going to be capped up at 4 as a high five trades out for Donovan, and 20ZC have solid control of the second point.
Yeah, both teams have Uber right now. Hubada just sticking around Saw right now, up close. Seemingly, the scout is pushing forward. BrandSlam wants it to be aggressive, and that's going to bait out the Uber. Both teams actually using it there. Zilly just using it to escape, in fact. And Banny's going to get isolated here. Sin probably going to get picked up in cheese as well, so this is looking much better for 20ZC. Ash coming in from the late bomb on mid. Is he going to? No, he's going to crater. And High Five just pushing forward. He might get isolated by these traps. He's sticking alive for the longest time. And Habib just walks forward in the meantime. Finally shot down from Yum Yum, who is actually kept alive by his med. So we are in continuous overtime right now. First to 4 will win it. And it's looking good for Froyotech as they are streaming forward, looking to catch any of their players. Finally getting Artist. They lose Logan in the meantime, but they will get the second point.
Now they will get the second, but I wouldn't be surprised to see 20ZC maybe try and do something with that action. No, they have BrandSlam on NG, so they are fully committed to this last hold at the moment. He's just going to be building it up to that sweet level 3. Froyotech probably wait for Logan to get here before they do any shenanigan stuff. Donovan actually is up on the spot. Depending on how quickly he can get into position, I don't think 20ZC are going to realize. We do have Froyotech in lobby, just going to be trading spam. Habib is going to go down to Banny running at him, getting the kill. So now 20ZC are in a bit of an inopportune position. Looks like Froyotech are going to take the space left, just kind of get a lot of picks. They do actually get a lot of damage up onto Ash. They use the Uber as Hubba was...
He failed the stab, but at least he managed to get a backstab, so it's kind of a 1-for-1 trade. And in fact, Froyotech, both teams used the Uber there, so it's just a scrappy fight right now on last. Logan against the world, but unable to do so, so Hubada is going to have to just run for his life.
Oh my, Hubada!
He just heads down Habib. Unfortunately, he's going to lose his life, so Zilly will have the advantage now. So, interesting play from Froyotech. Honestly, if Donovan just got the sap, that there was like 3 rockets used by one of the soldiers of Froyo just to kill the sentry gun. So those 3 rockets could have been appropriated for something else. Oh, good rockets from Donovan onto Zilly, but unable to really finish the kill. And 20ZC just streaming forward here.
Yeah, they are. Oh, Artist with a nice rocket onto Sin. Nice air shot right there. froyotech have to back up as they are down players at the moment. Logan gets a nice kill on the Bramslam, but it's not enough to win them the mid, as that's going to go in favor of 20ZC. Zilly does have 100%. Looks like they are going to be going through lower here. Maybe they want to try and milk, as they are going to be sending in their soldiers aggressively. Logan on the bats right now. We do soldier going super weak. He is going to die eventually. That is Artist going down. froyotech now they want to fight this. Coming out from high five, leading it forward. Ash gets a pick. Habib gets a pick. This is pretty good for 20ZC. 3 up on the side of froyotech, so they have to get all the way back onto their last. Hubada does have 100%, but I wouldn't be surprised to see 20ZC maybe try and fit out. I actually know they're playing a bit slow, so I guess we're just going to wait for froyotech to push out instead. Maybe fearing the continuous, because they overtime only one more round for them to win. So I guess we're just going to play it slow, knowing they have the time.
Yeah, it would be risky for froyotech to push out here if they don't actually get anything good for the Uber. So it seems like they're going to play conservative, just keep the Uber on the defense. Banny just switching out to engineer, and they'll elect to try and do a round reset, I guess, or wait until 20ZC really mess up with one of their sacks. Yum Yum on sniper. We did see Donovan, I think he was spy checking, just class checking to see for off classes, but he's stuck back to his soldier roots here, and we're gonna have a bit of a 4-minute stalemate unless 20ZC can do something to break it.
Yeah, they are going to be healing up their soldiers. Looks like they maybe want to try and get a read on what sentry gun is so they can spam it off. Actually, they're just going to be trying to spam Hubada, but Hubada literally dodging every single rocket, not taking a single lick of damage. We do have Ash going in. He's just going to be knocked by the sentry gun. He is by the forward spawn. He's going to try and get out. I doubt he's going to be able to. Yeah, Banny taking him down. The sentry gun does go down in all of that, so a good, but Donovan getting another onto high five. So 2 down for 20ZC. froyotech could push out here. Banny changes off back on the scout, so they might try to. Yum Yum still on the sniper, however. I'm not sure why. Normally you'd have something for insurance. I guess they might just give him an opportunity for him to try and peek. Yeah, he is deep in lobby. He's looking out on the. He has an opportunity to get onto Zilly, but Sin making some space for his team over on Bats, just kind of padlocking them into the area. But at the end of the day, we're just going to back up with Donovan going down, and things look like they're just going to reset here, Trad.
Yeah, there was an opportunity there. There was some good focus fire from froyotech, and I guess they were just trying to get Yum Yum a good sight line onto Zilly. Zilly was well aware of it, just playing very far back out of any potential sight lines that Yum Yum could be peeking. So now we're shaved off around 1:30 off the clock, so 2:40 remaining before a round reset. But froyotech definitely feeling the pressure there, not electing to do anything crazy and like push out, because they know if they lose this whole community clash, this whole entire tournament that they've been spending the past few hours, the whole day playing. So they want to make sure we get to a map 5, and they are playing just Brand Slam. I did not see the Brand Slam sniper either, but we'll have a sniper dude.
Yeah, we do. He gets a nice shot off in drop down. Good stuff from him there. So now he's going to have a bit of space where if he's actually going to continue to try and peek from the shutter side area, he tries to take a shot. It doesn't quite hit, unfortunate for him, as we do have a soldier bomb. It is actually going to be Donovan going to be taking down Ash. So once again, 20ZC have to leave lobby. They're just going to be content to play this slow, and froyotech, they might, maybe give Yum Yum some try and peek here if he wants. No, he's just playing back by his truck. Looks like they're really just playing for the round reset, honestly.
Yeah,
unless
I know that Sin and Donovan really like their mobility, but honestly, take something out of Witness Gaming EU's book and like run a battalions or something if you're gonna just sit on last the whole time, because then that would just give you an extra insurance policy, as they actually lose a player now on the Uber trade. Luckily Donovan equalizing, killing Habib there, so that is critical. Otherwise that would have looked quite bad. Ash coming in behind, one rocket.
Oh my, Ash.
Oh no.
Yeah, really great stuff from Ash to recognize that everyone was looking at lower. There was no one else watching but other doors as well. Now everyone from 20ZC gonna try and flood in here. Donovan trading out for high five. This could be it if 20ZC make it so. Zilly is actually gonna go down. Really great sticking from Logan, and that just might be what it takes to keep froyotech in it here. Now 20ZC are gonna be at Uber disad as Hubada is going to build up with Banny. And with Brain Slam going down, they have no sniper to worry about. Habib is just going to be placing his sticks there, as you know, froyotech are probably going to try and push out pretty soon. Actually,
Honestly, they might go for round
yeah.
reset. It seems like they're not going to push out at all. Yeah, we have Banny building the sentry gun again, so full defense, and they'll have Uber to defend. Or not Uber, but it would just be like a dry fight for 20ZC, and having to contend with the sentry gun is going to be tough here.
Yeah, it is. They have a sentry gun and a head to try and work out. Habib does go
Cap
down,
time.
but there is a bunch of cap time on the point. You are right. Zilly is going to be taking down, or just trying to melee someone down. He's going to make it a rush for the point, but it's not going to happen. froyotech successfully defend their last, and they are going to be going another mid.
Another mid. Here we go. The game continues on, and froyotech survive another few minutes as they look to get this third round onto the board and make it 4-3 to send us to map 5. But 20DC do not want that to happen. Again, they win this round, they win the DreamHack Essentials TF Community Clash Fall 2022. So let's see what they can do. Two soldiers are just meeting each other in the air, and it seems like Donovan and Logan, the players, are just trading out. Everybody's dead on the side of 20ZC, or at least Zilly is dead. Hubada actually managing to stay alive for a mid this time. High five, picking up frags in the back line. Oh, this is not looking good for Hubada. There's going to be Branslam coming in from behind. Oh, and Branslam two-shots him. The scout unable to defend him. Poor Banny unable to be the bodyguard that Hubada needs. And now that advantage where Hubada was alive and was looking to get the Uber, it's all flipped, and now Zilly has the advantage.
Every time I see Hub die, like on these mids, like a lot of the times, he's just like on the other side of the map. Like he's not like on red side. He's all like deep committed on the enemy territory. So I don't know if that's just him like trusting his team too much to help him there, or not baiting enough. But he's so committed on every single mid. It is impressive, but it's been kind of causing his death a few of these times. Logan getting a nice kill off onto Ash right there to maybe slow down 20ZC just a little bit.
Pick, because now it's going to be a 65 post Uber, and that was so critical. And the froyotech actually have a chance now. A lot of
kept on point though.
Oh my god! Finally, some players coming in, and as I said, that one pick actually doing so much. Luckily, Yum jumping back onto point and defending it from the cap time. It's only going to be Ash remaining. They kill Zilly as well. So, yeah, they will have this Uber to defend, luckily for froyotech, but that got so close, way too close for comfort for froyotech.
That was really close, and killing Sin there kind of maybe makes sure 20ZC have an opportunity to try and hold this last. froyotech not going to be holding last the whole time. They want to try and make a push out here onto second, and looks like we have a pause.
Oh, we have a pause?
Yeah. Which would mean that at least, what is it? 20ZC don't win in the 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it would be over. There would be no pause, presumably, unless they paused in the post game, which doesn't make much sense. But regardless, that's going to be interesting. I mean, judging from where we are now, we can assume that froyotech don't fail this push out attempt too disastrously. Even if they do, they're going to be able to defend last for at least 90 seconds, or enough to warrant a pause. Hopefully, it's no one crashing out. You don't want to see that. God forbid it's Hubada or Zilly. And a team loses their advantage or something like that. Ideally, it's just maybe a tactical pause. Obviously, there's no half times going on here, so maybe it's a attack pause. Maybe it's 20ZC. froyotech gets around and they're like, all right, we don't want to go to another gully wash. Let's just try and close it out here. Let's try and figure out what they're doing. Or maybe it's froyotech. Maybe something disastrous does happen and they're, taking the time to figure out how they could possibly salvage whatever situation they're in. But at the moment, we don't know. But judging by the position, artist is in cheese. He could go for a play onto Hubba because I don't think anyone knows he's there. Banny is looking out onto the point. It depends whether a Logan like fires a stray there just to check, which he might do. But otherwise, artist might have a clean wraparound play. There's also Sin coming in so actually it is on pause, so we are gonna be able to see artist still in the cheese area. He is gonna get one rocket off onto Hubba. It's not gonna be able to convert as the players were there to help him. So he is gonna go down. That's gonna be enough for 20ZC to get out of there. Sin goes down as well, but not before Ash falls. Banny just gonna be running at Grand Slam, gonna be taking him really great stuff as well. And now that's gonna be only 3 up for 20ZC. Sin saying revenge for Sunshine. Maybe they expect to win it, as it looks like froyotech are going to be able to go on to mid here, as there's not enough players up from 20ZC to really defend it, so they're just content going back to their second, as froyotech still have this 100% Uber. Actually, no, it's even.
Yeah, thank the HUD was not updating, but the STV stats is saying that Red just lost their Uber advantage, which means Zilly has the Uber as well to defend second now, and we're on position for froyotech to try and break it in some manner or the other. Seems like they have players grouped up. Donovan, everyone's just grouped up. I saw really nobody even watching lower. And it seems like now they're rotating everybody to lower. And Donovan might be waiting to make his move to jump out the window, but nothing happening just yet.
Yeah, nothing quite happening. Just gonna be taking their time, trying to see how they want to make things work. Looks like it was a pause. I can't quite tell. It was Donovan who did crash, and he joined back up. So luckily, it was in a stalemate, not an actual fight, and nothing major is gonna happen because of it. So probably best case scenario, in all honesty. But still, it is going to be on froyotech. Actually, because he did crash Donovan up on Sniper, and he is going to be making a peek out through lower, just going to be walking it super slow. A soldier jump around, so they should know, but with that headshot ringing out, they definitely should know now. He's going to be looking through lower now, just trying to see if he can find. He's got his eyes on high five. The shot doesn't quite connect. High five just kind of baiting it a little bit, just making sure he's behind that wood to not get sniped off. But still, I would love to see like Treyu send a soldier. They're actually just going to run in
behind. He went in through lower. So they've got a scout in behind right now. The rest of the players streaming forward. Uber popped out. It's going to be a trade. Logan dropped in the meantime, but now in the post, it seems like Zilly is going to get mulched. 2 players on the side of froyotech just trying to escape out of cheese. That's going to be Habib and Brandslam down. And it's only going to be one more player. Brandslam taken down. So they're going to have to cap up second. I don't think they'll be able to push last, but at least step 1 is done in taking second, and they kept Hubba alive. So a small advantage, 20%, but knowing froyotech and how aggressive they can be, I'm guessing they're going to try and do something with that.
Yeah, they probably will. I assume they are in a bit of a pickle because they still have Donovan up on the Sniper, which isn't normally a class you'd like to have while pushing. I mean, if he hits his shots, he hits his shots, and, it can definitely be a real help. He's just going to be peeking, maybe trying to see if someone overextend to his line of sight at the moment, but no one is. I think they should still know that he's still up on it, so they're going to be playing in good protective positions now. froyotech coming up 100%. Looks like they might want to take it in through... I don't know. They haven't quite figured it out.
Yeah,
actually, I think they're just going to let it even.
Yeah, they're just going to let it even, and then keeping Donovan is a good idea. They'll already have a pick cast to try and break the stalemate, as Donovan just scoping up in drop down right now, but not going to be able to see anything just yet. Picking a more aggressive angle, sees a player, but now 20ZC should still know that they have the Sniper as well.
Logan getting a nice kill up on the artist that might open up some space for froyotech here. Yeah, Donovan is going to peek from the left side. Not going to find much of anything at the moment, but you know, if you give a sniper enough time and enough shots, he is going to hit something eventually. But Brand Slam as well is up on the sniper, so it's going to be an SVS battle. Sin and Banny going down pretty weak in an attempt to take down the sentry gun. They do take down Ash instead, actually. So once again, Donovan should have a bit of space on the left side. Brand Slime scoping up to maybe try and see if he can get onto him. Sin is so low here, he is going to be able to just barely get out of there after taking down the sentry gun. The sentry gun might send in a soldier sack while they have the sniper up.
That was so close. Zilly almost ran into the sight line of Donovan. In fact, Zilly is just pushing in lower right now. They're just taking the combo through. Interesting. Why Habita actually backed up there. I guess they lost some players that we weren't keeping track besides Donovan. So that's why everybody was backed up there. And now they're just losing more and more players. It's going to be Logan alone as Habita smartly escaped very far out, knowing that his whole team was basically going to die there.
Yeah, and now 20ZC are on the aggression. Right now, they are aggressing through onto mid right now. Looks like they want to try and take the Uber exchange here. Yeah, Banny is going to take it forward. They do take down Ash, and 20ZC flashing a lot of players. They're kind of forward, giving up a lot of ground. Art is going to be trading off with Sin. A nice air shot going off there. Branslam going to be taking down Donovan as well. So 20ZC, they might want to try and refight this. Yeah, going to be coming in through Catwalk, just wrapping around them, completely unaware, but they're just getting mulched because of it. High five is going down. Zilly is so weak in the saw area. Even if he gets through saw, I don't think he's going to get much fiber. He's going to try and go in through cheese, but no, he's just really just delaying his death at that point. froyotech, we're already in second. Now, this is the best position Froyo has had this whole game to try and convert a round. They should be able to get it up here. They are at almost 100%. Zilly hasn't even spawned yet. Branslem just now building up the sentry gun, and froyotech going to be trying to take this Uber in to convert the round and make it 3-3.
Still hasn't spawned. There's going to be no bust on the side of 20ZC when Froyo take this Uber in, as they do right now. It's going to be Logan leading the charge. Completely mulches High Five, who's trying to snipe. The sentry gun's about to be focused down here, and this is looking so good for froyotech if they don't convert this. But they're losing players. They're losing Donovan and Danny. It's a 4v4 right now. A lot of players all over the place. Players, and finally it's turning in favor of froyotech. Zilly on the point, trying to melee down, but froyotech have tied it up 3-3. This is continuous overtime.
This is continuous overtime. You know, it's impressive, you know, that froyotech have had the ability to come back in here when they were looking at down and out. Once again, if they lose this map, they are out. G6 want to try and win it up here, and if they don't, they have to take it over to Gully Wash. This is going to be maybe the last minute, but definitely the last round, so to speak, as Sin going to be bombing in super deep onto Zilly. He gets so much damage. Banny going to come in and clean it up. Habita alive this time, but I don't know for how much longer is going to go down. Actually, no, he is going to stay alive, actually. And
this is not great for Habita. Like, the longer he stays here, the respawners are going to come and pinch. But luckily, it seems like his teammates are actually doing a good job of keeping him alive and trying to make a path for him. High Five coming in behind. They might two-shot him.
Oh, but okay, Uber, he just barely gets.
It saves.
Yeah, and they are going to be able to get High Five, so they should be able to keep mid, or at least get mid, because they haven't started to cap it yet. Donovan walking forward. The rest of froyotech actually walking forward. Looks like they want to try and secure second as well, at the very least. And I don't know if they're going to be able to actually on this map, because they tried to and they weren't able to. So might be interesting if that plays out. But regardless, looks like froyotech try and get themselves into a good position here. They do have second as well. Going to be capping it up. And it is going to go into a stalemate as Ubers are even moment. Brand Slam up on the sentry gun.
Donovan bombing in. Oh, he's going to get penciled and air shot by Artist. Unfortunate. As he got caught on some geometry there, but now 20ZC 2-pick advantage. They're streaming into lobby here. Ash in, not able to finish off Habita, but Artist, the other one in. They're going to use the Uber anyway, so it's not going to matter. We have an Uber trade. The post-Uber looking quite messy here. Habita is in so hard. He's going to have to go all the way to lower. Oh!
Oh my
What
god,
a
they give some cap
nice.
time on the point.
That was a
Oh,
sexy, sexy smurf or surf from Hubada as he actually escapes all the way out through cheese. And a lot of cap time, but 20ZC ultimately looking better out of that whole exchange. Should be able to get the second as.
oh, Yum Yum, he's in behind. They don't know. I don't know how
Oh
he got
no,
in
they
behind
don't know,
without them
they
knowing.
don't
Ash is here.
know!
Ash has got to do it. Ash can't
No!
do it. Yum Yum does it.
And we
Oh
have a
my
map
god.
5!
We are going to map 5. If you, dang. I don't know how he got in behind because there were like 2 people in lower there. There were a full 2 people in lower. My goodness. And he still gets through. Amazing stuff from Yum Yum. And they are taking it to a map 5. Really great stuff as well from all of the guys in the server.
Wow.
Right. As we are going to get the logs up eventually. I mean, that was a doozy of a game there, Trad. Basically 50 minutes, almost an hour of just Snakewater action. We were both wrong. We thought it would have been a low score line. It was, decently high when you consider the amount of rounds that happened, 3 to 4, in favor of froyotech. And I think what it was is just froyotech just seemed to be getting the better of the mids a bit more consistently. Sure, Hubada was basically everyone, but look at that. Hubada died 13 times, Zilly died 21 times. It's impressive that 20ZC got as many rounds as they did, with Zilly dying as many times as he did versus Hubada. So just really great stuff from Froyotech there to say, I guess, focus Zilly. It was mostly Logan actually and Sin getting 6 and 5 med kills apiece. So those first round or mid fight bombs from Sin definitely doing business and making sure a Zilly does go down. As we continue to further peruse the logs, as well, I mean, Logan, 293, massive amounts of damage. Brand Slam, he had a great game, 46 and 30, as well. Banny as well, 42 and 22. So it's not like 20ZC weren't putting up a good fight. They really are. It's just at the end of the day, and I don't want to say it, but it looks like it was a bit of a demo diff, to be honest. Logan at 293 DPM, Habib at 198. I don't know if he wasn't able to get into this, say, a match as much as he maybe wanted to. Maybe he was just getting kind of focused a bit harder on the mids. He wasn't being able to convert as much damage as he would have liked, but definitely Logan coming out strong there and helping his team go to victory. Once again, as you can see, the med stats between Zilly and Hubada, Zilly only dying 20 ones and Hubada dying 13. Basically about even charges because of that. So I guess a lot of those deaths were probably after the Ubers had been used from both of them. Only Hubada with a near drop, actually. Kind of interesting stats. So a bit better from Furrytech to keep Hubada alive, or maybe just a bit better on their part to take down Zilly, but it doesn't matter because we are going to Gully Wash, the last map possible. No more surprises here, folks. It's going to be the last map between Froyotech and 20ZC, as we are going to get a new server, as they couldn't further extend this server. Someone booked it. So they're going to be trying to collect a new one, but it's been a back and forth match. It is currently 2-2, tie series, and it's going to be interesting to see. We saw these teams previously, Trad. It was a 20ZC that walked away with it very convincingly in a 5-1 fashion. But we saw the previous map from that previous series on Viaduct. It was Froyotech who actually were able to come back and secure the victory. So I don't think we can really say who is going to win it. Regardless, though, what are your predictions for the match? Even if you don't know who's going to win, who do you think is going to pop, is going to be making the plays, and how do you think the pace of the game is going to go?
Honestly, I feel like given how late the game is now, And just in the final stretches, I feel like the experience of Banny is just gonna come through, and he's gonna unleash whatever energy he has reserved for these kinds of clutch games. And I'm feeling Banny's gonna pop off, have a good performance here. On the side of 20ZC, I'm looking at Habib probably to match and I don't know, pull some magic out of his hat. And probably the soldiers of 20ZC looking at artists and Ash to come up big in this gully washes. The having soldiers, they should be able to have a bit more impact on this map with having some closer chokes, being able to just do some good spam damage. So I'm looking at the soldiers of 20ZC, perhaps the ones on froyotech as well, Sin and Donovan, and see how they will all match up in this final map.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think Habib, obviously, it is wash, so it is projectile uh, favored at the moment. So, the soldiers definitely, as you said, artist and Ash Habib can all make massive plays for 20ZC. On the other side, Logan, really great demo as well. We've seen him pull amazing moments and just be consistent damage for his team. And I think it's going to be interesting, demo v demo, who's going to walk away with the better game and the better team impact as well. As well, I would like to see. I've been saying it all night, but I think Froyotech's chances really lies on Sin and Donovan to have a stellar game, because it is, a projectile class. I mean, map, Gully Wash. If they can make plays that work and they can have success in the flanks and going behind and all of that stuff, Fairy Tech are going to be in a really great position. But if they're kind of shut out and shut down, it's going to be really hard for them to, I think, Fairy Tech as well, to make anything proper work. And um, it's going to be interesting as we'll see the medic comparison because last game, even though Zilly did die more than Hubada, I think that's the first map where that's been the case. It's mostly been Hubada dying more than Zilly. So ZC can figure out why Zilly is dying so many times. A lot of it, I think, was on the mids, which is going to be a bit harder because Gully Wash, you can double bomb your soldiers, but normally it's on the demo because they're going to be the one that are kind of out in the open, and the medic is kind of like under the little thing. So it's probably going to have a better chance at staying alive here, but still, regardless, if they can make sure he doesn't die as much did previously, it might be a bit better for 20ZC as we are waiting for a everyone to load in here. Obviously, they're going to be talking to each other, trying to figure, what was going well, what was going wrong. As a, this is going to be the last map, so last opportunity to nail out those final kinks in your game plan, and make sure you're setting your team up for success.
Yeah, for sure. Any ideas on who's gonna walk away as the winner here of the TF2 DreamHack TF2 Community Clash North America Fall 2022? I think for me, I'm thinking I'm thinking Froyotech like something like 3-1, something like that.
Oh, sorry, I was yawning. I can definitely see 3-1. Um, Galawash can definitely be a bit can definitely be stalematy. Even if it is stalematy, usually a lot of times it's just very leapfroggy, especially like a second to mid to second is a can change hands a lot just because it's so choky. And if you get out, it's kind of hard to efficiently chase. Mm, as a team in comparison to other maps, like Snakewater, Sunshine, Process, especially. So we might see a lot of leapfrog act, and so a lower scoreline as well. I'd have to agree with you. You're gonna say 3-1 to Froyotech. I mean, I definitely see where you're coming from. We saw Froyotech get back in there in that Snakewater game and the product game where definitely maybe from a mental point of view, other teams might have suffered. One they were down 2 rounds and the other they were down 2 maps. So they've definitely been able to come back from disadvantageous positions. But just to change things up so we have different scores, I'm gonna say it's gonna be 20 ZC that walk away with it. I think it's gonna be a lot of mid to lasts, and it's going to be on who decides the mid. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 4-3, bunch of mid to last in favor of 20 ZC. It's going to be my official score line as we're just waiting for everyone to ready up here. But regardless, it's going to be insane that we got so far. Thank you all for watching. Obviously, we still got this last match, but still sticking with us here. Once again, shout outs to our sponsors. As they've been appearing at the bottom hand side: Intel, Monster Energy, U.S. Air Force, and Circle K for sponsoring, and DreamHack as well on the event. Essentials for producing it, and all the teams that played throughout the entire event as well, all culminating to this final map, the most final map that there could possibly be on Gully Wash. Just waiting for these teams to figure out what their game plan is going to be.
Still waiting on one player for 20ZC. That's gonna be Habib, actually. Um, wherever he is. I know he's streaming this as well, so perhaps up to something.
Up to some shenanigans. Habib's definitely the type of guy to be the moral kind of uplift in the team. From what he's definitely the guy to kind of rally the troops, be the source of positivity. Say, hey guys, we got this, we can do this, we can definitely win. On the other side, I don't know players as well, but Banny's definitely the team leader over there, so he's probably laying out his game plan as well. Um, Probably detailing, what he wants from his teammates, how they're gonna achieve this victory that that they definitely want. Both teams definitely want this. I know you guys don't really have a chance to look at the chat in real time, but there's been some trash talk back and forth. These teams have been they've been playing it up a little bit as far as that goes. So in anyways, you've gone into this five. It's gone the distance. You've sunk at least a good couple hours into it. You want to walk away with the victory, especially when it's been so close, and regardless of how this match goes, that you could have won it. So neither team's going to walk away with this thinking that they couldn't have gotten the victory. It was definitely within both graps, and that makes it even more punishing when you do lose it. So gonna be interesting to see how the cookie crumbles, as they say. But currently, we are waiting for the cookie to finish being baked, as Habib just has to join his team and ready up.
Yeah, perhaps he's actually getting cookies
What a play!
for his meal here, as we have been playing for like 4 hours, 3 4 hours
Oh yeah.
over these maps. Um, so definitely a test of endurance, of stamina as well for all these players. For us as casters, for you guys as viewers. Uh, but yeah, hopefully you're getting some comfy into this last map. It will be hopefully an exciting one, I'm sure, as it all comes down to this. Again, yeah, this will be the last map between the two teams as they battle. And
Yeah, is gonna be the last map, as we've said previously. Um, Once again,
oh yeah, what I was gonna say was they're battling for first place of $1,200, second place $600. So whoever wins this, you're essentially doubling the amount of money you're gonna win. So a lot
yeah.
to play for.
That's pretty good. Double the money. That's a good deal. As well, while we have the time, just a little plug for DreamHack Atlanta. Going to be going on a 18th to 20th of November. It's coming up. If you want to sit down and play some TF2 games in person with people. DreamHack Atlanta, a great place to do it. If you're in the area, obviously. So check TFTV for resources on how to on that, on where people are meeting up, and finding players to make teams with, all that type of thing. Another DreamHack event. We love to see them. We love the cups. We love all of it. It really does add a lot to the community, so to speak. So coming up to keep your eyes on. There's a few other events as well, but just stay posted. There will always be some TF2 coverage over here on Essentials. But we are just waiting for these players. Obviously, it's been a lot. Understandable that they'd want to get some food, some drinks. You have any preferred gamer snacks yourself? Anything you like to eat while you're in the middle of a heated match, something of the like?
Actually, I try not to stack just because I have no self-control. And once I
Fair enough.
start eating snacks, I'm just gonna keep eating snacks, and that's gonna be my whole meal. And I'm trying not to do that right now, or just trying to be as healthy as I can in regards to snacking and get my unhealthiness in other ways. So yeah, that's my philosophy, but I certainly fail a lot of the times. Like I bought a whole 40 pack of cookies just
Oh,
the other
okay.
day, and I finished them in like 2 days. I thought it was gonna last me like a whole week, but once you start eating one, you're like,
Yeah.
how much
No,
worse can one more be?
I know. The thing is, like the tinier cookie, the tinier the cookie, the worse it is because you
Yeah,
don't think it's
they
that
weren't
bad.
very big cookies. They were like, s- yeah, they were like fit in the palm of your hand, like not even the whole hand. So it was like just eating each one. It's not like adding way too much. So it just they all added up, and unfortunately, or fortunately, I went through that whole pack real quick.
Yeah, it's kind of a mood, just eat a bag of cookies, all right? Eat a tub of ice cream, it's a mood. Everyone's been there, or will be there, and it's fine. Regardless, these players probably snacking up, hydrating up, going to the restroom, whatever they need to, because they want to be focused. And we do have one team readied up. I think we'll have the other ready up imminently. Um, I and we did say our predictions as well. You're going to be predicting froyotech to walk away with it. I'm saying 20ZC is going to walk away with it. Regardless, we are going to find out right here. Essentials TF on the stream to wrap up this whole tournament. Just going to be waiting on Zilly to get back. Maybe he's making a few last minute adjustments to his setup, so to speak. Sure everything's good and comfy for this upcoming Gully Wash game. But I'm going to ask you a question, Trad. Who do you think is going to pop off on the first minute? Like, who's going to be the guy that hits the shots, that does the stuff, that gives his team the big advantage?
I think Habib. I think I saw in chat some people were talking about how he's getting high right now. So
Oh,
I think he's gonna just ascend in the physical realm and also in the game realm in this first round. And I am excited to see what gameplay Habib has for us in the coming minute, as we should get into it very shortly. It will be Map 5, 20ZC versus froyotech. We do have the ready up, and here we go. Game 5, 20ZC versus froyotech, grand finals of the DreamHack Community Clash Fall 2022. First place walking away with $1,200. Second place was $600. So it's all to play for here. And yeah, here we go. First bit of Game 5.
yeah, gonna be first mid instantly. Donovan gonna be going super deep. Gonna be trying to get onto Zilly. It doesn't quite happen. Everyone on froyotech actually is just gonna be dying. Looks like so many resources just trying to get onto Zilly. 20ZC are just gonna barrel forward. They have mid. They have a great positioning on second to be able to keep it. Ubers are gonna be even because Hubada played safe there and didn't die. So froyotech are gonna have a good opportunity to hold their last year without having to worry too much about 20ZC aggression. We do have Logan setting up some traps in River. Ash is going to be spotting him, calling that out to his team, so they should know to be aware of that. But now it's going to be on 20ZC to try and break this. They could send in a Soldak. We have the sentry gun coming up from Banny on froyotech. Behind the pillar. Actually, he's playing it pretty close to Shutter. It is going to get immediately spammed out from Artis. It's going to be actually a trade. Donovan going down for Brand Slam as well. Scout for Soldier at the end of the day.
Oh,
Oh,
Ash
Ash
gets
as
caught.
well.
Yeah, Ash was just trying to escape from under in River there. Oh, and High Five getting aggressive here, trying to get the sniper, but he's gonna lose his life. Artist getting lost
Sin?
also. Wow, this is 4 players down. Sin in behind, just trying to get damage, and they get the force out onto Zilly. Zilly forced to pop as he ate some damage here. So this is looking good for froyotech, but Habib, of course, it's Habib just getting a pick onto Donovan, salvaging a bad situation and making it somewhat into an advantage. Is now froyotech forced to use in an inopportune position. They're wrapping behind. Oh my god, I don't know what Habida is supposed to even do here. What do you even do when you have players all around you? But it seems like his team knows what the proper procedure is, as they're killing everybody and they should be able to get the second point.
They are on the chase. They really want to try and get onto Zilly. They're so far forward. Gonna be Baby takes down Habib, walks out of a shutter. He's giving him no chill right now. No relentless from the aggression as well. He's gonna be taking down High Five in the drop down area. Donovan gonna be taking down Artis. So now froyotech, they've got a little bit of a steamroll. Sure, they don't have Uber ad, but they're making player ad work for them, getting up mid cap. So good stuff from them. Then to deny High Five and Artis. So even though they are gonna get the Uber up quickly from Zilly, they're not gonna be able to use it just quite yet.
Yeah, Banny versus Habib, Banny versus Habib. Everybody wants to see that happen, as that is what is up. The grudge match between these two players on the opposite teams. Teammates on froyotech for the longest time, but now on opposing sides. And froyotech on top, at least currently. They don't have the Uber, but they do have the midpoint. And Zilly seems like 20ZC not really eager to use the Uber advantage that they had here, as both teams now will have it. So it's going to be up to froyotech as they are on the midpoint to try and send some sacks in to see what Donovan and Sin have up their sleeves. Perhaps Yum Yum, he's just clearing the way right now. He's going to go through. He's going to get through. Ranslam should see him. And now he might actually get caught. Yeah, he's going to get caught just yet. Yeah, he gets caught. 2 players down. No scouts actually is a little bit dangerous for the side of froyotech. Seems like they're grouping up towards choke, maybe stuff out choke, while 20ZC have rotated all the way to big door here. The respawner is coming in 3 seconds. It's gonna take a bit of time, as it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Hamada is just standing by midpoint right now, unsure what really to do, as he only has Logan to support him. But now the 2 scouts are back in. It is delayed long enough for the respawners to come back in. Sin almost escaping just out, but it's going to be in favor of 20ZC as they managed to pick up that free kill as they escape in the post Uber through choke. But now it's going to be a recommit. Habib just
but he gets Zilly.
Oh, and they get Zilly. Habib just staying alive. Habib, it's time. It passes out to Yuji down, and just frags being traded all the way back and forth. It's going to be Logan by himself. What? The soldier didn't even know that Logan was there? What? He just walked around the corner. That is so weird.
That is incredibly weird, because they should have known. I guess maybe they expected Logan to have backed up a little bit. I guess Ash wasn't expecting Logan to play that close, but regardless, he's going to get the kill of the day. He's going to go down, though, as Zilly and crew want to try and barrel in. Banny is going to be trying to fight in the lower. Actually, no, that's Yum Yum, and he does go down. Banny going to be playing around the ring. He's going to be the only one here on mid, though, from his team, and he's going to be taken down pretty shortly. Yeah. High Five on a 6K. That man is insane. Just doing so much work for his team right now, and he is going to be leading his team through the choke. They do have Uber ad because Habida dying fairly late there. They are going to be able to get to second, and they're going to have a really great shot at the first round in this last map.
We'll see what froyotech have to say about that. They do have the Yum Yum sniper. Oh, interesting play. I don't know if that was intentional, but they had Donovan like bodied up with Yum Yum, so perhaps they were trying to disguise the sniper. But it's not going to matter here as the Uber comes in straight out of Zilly. Right now, only picking up Donovan. A lot of cap time. Standing on the point wins you the round, and 20ZC know that as they're going to get a quick 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, all of froyotech were just kind of cooped up in their spawn, and I think it was just High Five. Whoever just took that Uber just used it, didn't really even shoot anyone, and just a stand on the point. Really great stuff from them there, knowing how to play that and knowing where froyotech were. And now we're gonna go up onto our second mid right now. Gonna once again see have a soldier in lower. That is gonna be Ash. Both froyotech soldiers are gonna be on their side. Looks like they're trying to go for a wraparound play, so to speak. But with that being said, both scouts down on the side of froyotech, so this is gonna looking pretty rough. froyotech, we do have Ash bombing in pretty deep. He does get a lot of damage, but it's gonna get be Habib taking down Logan with full credit for the kill. Habuda is going to try and leave, and it should be able to with the help of Sin. So once again, froyotech losing the mid, but they don't lose it too hard that they lost their medic as well, and it's going to be a mid to last. So they should be able to mount some defense on last once again. We saw them do it well last time. They just kind of has some trouble at the push-out phase of things. We'll see if history repeats itself here, Trad.
Yeah, we had Banny Sniper playing, peeking into River, but he's going to switch off right onto the sentry gun as he wants to make sure his team stays alive in this round. So he's going to play all the defensive classes here, set up a fortress as the rest of his team just protect the other parts. Brand Slam is going to probably go into water here, just sticking around down there, but not quite committing just yet. This is an interesting sentry gun position, but I guess in the even Uber situation, you probably do want your gun a little bit more aggressive, as you know you will have the Uber as well to defend any kind of shenanigans that come out. So we do have this forward positioning, probably to deny the bombs better. Brand Slam still sticking around the water area, and this sentry gun is getting harassed so hard. Sin trying to be cheeky on top of the pipe right there. Seems like Ash or Artist was trying to shoot some rockets, some good cap time. Ash getting a frag. Ooh.
Oh my god.
It seems like it's going to be 3 in favor. Oh, they had to use Uber on Froyo.
Yeah, they did. So they might try and get the force out.
Banny in behind.
Oh,
Banny
they have Banny in behind.
He did the jump.
Oh, he does get the force.
He did the Boston Basher jump or the Tri-Blade jump, just to knock himself back up there. And that was actually a huge play from Banny. The experience really showing here in Banny, as I said, the most veteran player on froyotech, showing up in these clutch moments. Oh, and we have a conch! Is this a conch or a buff banner? Sorry, battalions.
Yeah, I think it is the battalions. They are going to use it in, getting in super deep because of it as a...
wow!
I don't know which... They're just
Look
cleaning up a lot of these froyotech players, but in response, froyotech is cleaning up them as well. A lot of time on the point, and High Five's going to get it. Oh my goodness. There was only 2 up, just High Five, and I think Banny, who's a star, just not able to make it to the point in time. Really great use of that banner from 20ZC.
Yeah.
You know, they lost the Uber due to that Uber force play from froyotech, but they just had something in stock just in case things went sideways, and it worked out for them. Going on to the 3rd mid here. Once again, Ash going to be going in lower, as he has opted to do so often. He's taking out a lot of damage on the point. Looks like Ash is just trying to wait for a bomb. Actually, no, he's going to get collapsed upon, but it doesn't matter. Donovan and Sin both going down. froyotech have to once again leave mid. They've had no luck whatsoever on these mids. Yum Yum is going to go down as well. This time, Habuda is in a very precarious situation. Actually, it looks like Banny wants to try and fight it. We're going to go run at Ash, at Choke. Banny's going to die. Habuda's going to die. Oh,
interesting call right there as they went forward instead of backwards. I mean, it was a tough position because they were getting wrapped, so I can kind of understand that, but in the end, it just does not work out as they are going to lose basically everybody right now. The Yum Yum Sniper or Pyro trying to do the best, but the Uber on the point is just going to be a killing ground here. Actually, Banny doing his best, getting some frags, but this is a fast 3-0.
This is indeed an extremely fast 3-0. Looking at only 10 minutes have gone by, and we've had 3 rounds fly by, which is a very stark comparison to the previous maps we've seen so far. But once again, we have to see if froyotech managed to adapt somehow. Looks like they're going to be trying to go aggressive this time. Going to be bombing their soldiers in super deep before they can really get out. They are going to trade out 2 down on either side. No scouts from the side of 20ZC, so we're kind of locked down here. Those soldiers are going to jump onto the point, getting a lot of damage, but not enough connecting off onto Habuda. Zilly is super weak.
So low.
Logan going to be bombing forward. He gets a nice pipe. Habib is probably going to be caught out here. You have Banny on the chase, and that is going to be the first mid win for froyotech. Much needed if they want to try and get back in this match here, Trad.
Yeah, Logan quite aggressive here, already sticking up, trying to set up a trap here in lobby, but I don't think anybody on 20ZC is going to be gracing him with any kind of bait and kill for him, as they're about to cap up second. Wait, nobody's capping second. What are they doing?
Nobody is capping second.
froyotech, you don't have second.
They don't have second. Do know.
froyotech, you still don't have second. Okay.
Do they know? Don't tell me they're going to use this
Froyotech
Uber
do not
without
know.
knowing.
They don't have second.
They don't know. Oh, they used the Uber and without having second. Yum Yum has committed, so they really don't know. They get a lot of players, but it doesn't matter because they can't cap the point. Donovan's standing on the point, probably wondering why he can't cap it right now. Banny's standing on the point, wondering why they can't cap it. They end up second. They're getting so many kills out. I don't know if it's going to matter. They just forward spawn. Yum Yum finally going back, realizing the error in their ways. Everyone on 20ZC is dead. Finally, now just starting to cap it up. ZC trying to get out. This could... No, Banny going down. They don't realize. Someone pull out their AirPods. Oh... And, okay, the good news for froyotech, they still have Uber ad because they killed literally everyone there. However, the bad news for Tech, they just kind of made a fool of themselves as Artist going in. Oh my god, he does get Yum Yum, but Donovan going to take him down. Things are probably going to slow down here now. Actually, High Five fleet low, and River Ash is in behind as well, trying to make a play.
Hubba still survives. Oh my god, through all that, they had to use the Uber. So actually, froyotech, I think they should be able to salvage this despite the clownery we just saw. Oh my god, huge air shots from Donovan. It's not gonna matter. froyotech, they are still gonna win it. Despite everything that just happened, they salvage. Donovan says, just kidding in chat. Crazy scenes we're seeing in this last map.
I mean, that reminds me of a similar clip that happened on Product to two other teams. It's amazing. You should check it out. I don't know where it is, but regardless, you know, we all make some mistakes sometimes. Even at the grand finals, once again, froyotech, they had luck on their last one. Let's see if they can do the same thing again. They are going to be trading down Ash for Donovan, so going to be both soldiers going down. We do have Artist going to be traded out for Sin once again, so no soldiers on for either team at the moment. Yum Yum at the back lines, and maybe looking like he wanted to go in behind, but no, he isn't. Both teams just playing this 4v4. Gonna be going up through elbow. He's gonna get some damage off onto Habib, but it's not gonna be enough. He's gonna be actually cleaned up from High Five, and I think because of that, froyotech might they might have to back up. Oh my god! Logan! He just deletes all of them. Ash is coming in for the cleanup. I totally thought Banny was dead there, but he was. He should have died there. Zilly goes down.
And
how did they not die?
Donovan.
Oh my
Artist
god.
still coming in behind. Oh my god, another headshot.
Artist.
Okay, he finally goes down, but Artist playing his part out there, trying to save it. But Logan was the true hero of that mid, just winning it single-handedly for froyotech.
Banny has to call his firstborn Logan because Logan just saved them that mid. Oh my god, he saved them Banny's life. Banny wouldn't been there. Jeez, Logan just pulling out all the stops for his team that he's not even really a part of. He's just ringing, and he's doing an excellent job so far this entire match. Now, froyotech in a great position. They capped up second this time. So hopefully, if their last push goes anywhere as near as it did last time, they should be able to get this round. Have to deal with the pyro and the sentry gun. Sin taking down Ash in the backlines right now. Artist gonna be jumping on the point, but Logan is just shooting everyone down, and now it's gonna be 2-3. froyotech well on their way to tying it up here, Trad.
Wow, froyotech just surprising me all the time. They looked like they were completely out of the game after the 3-0, but now these last two rounds, despite everything that happened, they persevere, and the big plays coming through from Logan. He is just pulling it through for his team, a team that he's not really even a part of. As he said, he's just working for in this tournament, but now it's going to be up to them.
Donovan on Habib.
Oh, an early frag right onto Habib, the main demo man, the main damage dealer on 20ZC out right away, and Banny and Yum Yum capitalize. The scouts just running free, and they're going so fast. They're wrapping around. Zilly's going to get caught here. They're going back to mid.
They are going back to it. Ash was hiding there in elbow throughout all of. They do have a soldier, Sin, who was the forest spotter. He just gets ran at by Brand Slam. Unfortunate for him. He's going to be traded out though as Ash does go down. We do see
Zilly
Logan
got so low. Logan was just harassing him, but Zilly is going to be able to get a pack, and he should be able to survive. So froyotech now going to bust through choke. Hopefully they see the stickies that are all above, all around, and they're gonna wisely just back up here, not get trapped by Habib's stickies. And now they're rotating towards big door. The scout, Banny, and Yum Yum just scoping it out right here as Logan or sorry, Habib might be rotating around, just staying on the high ground right now as we go into a bit of a stalemate, a bit of a breather right now, despite all the action that happened in these last few minutes.
Indeed, that was some insane action back and forth from both teams. But like you said, it is going to slow it down. It's going to be interesting to see how froyotech want to try and break this. Looks like they are stacking big door a little bit, trying to send someone in behind. Habib does have traps there, which Yum Yum does spot out. Doesn't matter, as they're just going to go past it regardless. They do have Donovan
Two players
and Yum
in
Yum.
behind.
Yeah, in the back line, so really great stuff for them. So now they're going to pressure through Shutter. ZC kind of pinched at the moment, kind of from all angles. They're just walking. They're actually going to take Uber and a very aggressive from high five. froyotech is going to have the later Uber because they have to flash a lot more. Going to be reinitiating in. Art is going to go down. Bandy is going to be rated out as well. Ransom getting a nice pick off. Oh, but the huge bomb coming in from Ash going to be taking down Donovan. A lot of damage, and just a focus fire from 20ZC was so much better. Can Habib get out? It might be doable. Habib is trying to lock it out, and yeah, with a nice pipe. Habib going down.
That's quite critical, and I think they got... Oh, Banny Spy.
Ooh. You don't see the spy from Banny all too often. You don't see the odd class from Banny all too often. Yum Yum getting a nice snipe onto high five is going to make it easier for froyotech to try and hold things. 20cc still going to try and go in. Banny playing by the choke. Looks like he's getting ready to decloak. Yeah, he's going to decloak now. They shouldn't know. Oh, he gets silly! No, he gets another! Oh my god!
Banny! Huge plays from the team leader of froyotech, getting the double stab, and the rest of his players are now just capitalizing, cleaning up everybody else. They're going to be able to hold on to the second point. Habib died in that as well, so actually Zilly's going to quicker again, and Zilly will have the advantage, the Uber advantage, a bigger charge, but seems like they're going to try and defend second. froyotech wanted to capitalize off of that and get the second point, but they still don't have their med, so everybody is so unhealthy right now, but at least they'll be able to hold on to second, at least, it seems like.
They should be able to hold on to second, even through all of that. Both medics ended up dying, so it's a zero-sum game for both of these teams.
Wait, despite that, Zilly was just not building as effectively. You can see Habib is already almost equal to Zilly, so really good job from Habib, or bad job from Zilly, I don't know. We'll just say good job from Habib, as seems like they will have the Uber to just fend off whatever 20ZC throw at them right now. And Donovan winning against Ash, this is just looking better and better for froyotech right now as they hold on their second.
Yeah, it is. I don't think they're gonna go forward with it 20ZC, so I guess they may have realized that either the Uber wasn't as they thought, or they didn't want to do something aggressive anyways. So they're just gonna try to send in some of their players behind. It didn't quite work. Ash got taken down there, so they're just gonna let things stalemate back out. Looks like they're once again gonna try and pressure Big Door, rotating Habib to it and heals. Ash making a bit of space, Big Door area as well. He's gonna catch a nice area to get healed back up. Looks like they're just trying to bait the Baby Door right now, maybe waiting for giving space for Artist or someone to come in through choke. But at the moment, it seems like they've got this Big Door pretty much on lock. Oh yeah, Ash tried to go in through Baby Door, but there were traps there from Logan. Good call there to trap that up. We do have a soldier coming in through lower. It is going to be a Donovan. Looks like he tried to go for a and get behind, which he is going to do. Oh.
Yum Yum in behind, but they lost the other players in this trade. Seems like Sin at least responding and kind of getting one frag, but they're just getting mulched in choke right now. And as we said, these projectiles, not having projectiles is just going to be disaster right now in those close choke environments. Having only 2 scouts from Yum Yum and Banny is not going to fare well for froyotech. So with 9 minutes left in the map, it's looking like 20cc might be able to get a 4th round. They pick off Logan as well. The demo man down. That is just going to be curtains right now for froyotech, unless we get a miracle. Somehow Sin and Yum Yum just surviving here, but unable to do so.
They just touched the point.
We do have a 4-2, and one more round separates 20cc from first place of the DreamHack Community Clash Fall 2022.
Definitely does. And they this could be it for froyotech if things go extremely disastrous. are terrible on this first mid here, or on this mid here for them. Looks like we are gonna have Donovan. He tried to go for a play up onto Habib, but Habib just taking it off, playing it inside. Sin going down, Bandy
Uh-oh,
going down.
uh-oh.
This is pretty bad. froyotech, they've got to get the heck out of here, hopefully with Hubada alive if they want to keep their hopes up. They are going to be able to. Logan staying alive, which is very crucial now. The threat of traps, or maybe an actual trap that might catch them off guard. Logan up in the river area. Looks like he's trapping up the place by Pack. They should know though, because they did see him, so he's just gonna back out through river. It is gonna be a stalemate, but once again, if you're 20 ZC in this scenario, this is much better for you than it is for Freya.
Banny spy again.
Oh,
And he's already in quite deep.
he is in deep.
Do they
He gets
not
through
notice
Shutter?
They
Oh.
don't notice. Artist is just by Shutter as well. Just jumping up and down. Oh my god, if Artist just turns around, he'll see Banny, but Banny has gotten in now.
He's in super deep high
Oh
five.
my god, they don't see me!
He gets
Another
high
stab!
five. I guess he would have realized that high five would have spotted him, and there's no way he was gonna get to him. So he gets one pick at the very least. We do have Ash going in for a sack attempt onto Hubada. Another soldier going in as well. That is going to be 2 for it. Actually 3 as Brandslam dies as well. Artis is going to be taken down fairly late there as well. So only 3 up for the side of 20 ZC. High five not quite with his team yet because he is a spawner. So Tech might be able to lock them out here, or maybe force them to use. They're going to be getting onto the point here. So that would be their ideal scenario, making 20cc use here. But they are going to walk choke. They do have the spawners, and froyotech looks like they are going to give it up. Actually, no, they're going to be taking down Ash and Brandslam in the flank area because they tried to go through Big Zor. They just got met by Donovan, and he says, no, sir, and they down. They are, so 20cc are going to have to back up, even though they do have Uber ad. They don't have 2 players, and they don't want to take that Uber. So we're just going to take control of mid, keep it there, and I think they still probably want to use this Uber ad, but it's just becoming slimmer and slimmer ad by the second, and I think at this point, yeah, they're just going to stalemate it out. Very unfortunate for them.
6 minutes remaining in the map before we have continuous overtime. Sin is getting bullied out right now as the players are through choke. Ash bombing forward, trying to get some good damage onto Hubada, but the rest of the players are going to get chased out. And another 2 picks in favor of froyotech. So let's see what they do with this. Seems like they're going to rotate towards Big Door here, where there's going to be a lot more space. They have 1 player in drop down that nobody looks at just yet. Yum Yum coming in behind, getting some good damage. Oh, he gets 180 from high five, and now it might be time to cut the losses as Hubada was all by himself. Actually, he did have a scout, but Brandslam forcing it out, and this is a bad Uber from froyotech. They're wrapping in behind right now. They do get Zilly. That's the important frag. Hubada might go down, but at least they do get Zilly.
Yeah, at least they do. It's just going to be Sin up and alive. We do have the spawners, Donovan and Yum Yum, kind of in lobby, but they're going to back out as they realize the 20ZC players might try and hide in some sneaky spots. So we're just going to back up at last. Very scrappy for both teams, but at the end of the day, it is going to be 20ZC that walk away, capping up the second. I mean, expect. Fool me once, shame on you. I mean, fool me twice, shame on me.
It's worked 2 times now, so.
Yeah.
And he's not on Invisi Watch, I don't think. I mean, he's not on Cloak and Dagger, so he's gonna have to decloak here.
He does decloak? They know. They spot it out.
Oh,
they all taunt. They literally all taunt. That's insane. I mean, it was a ballsy play. To one, not be on Invisi Watch and just have the decloak right there. I mean, I guess there's nowhere otherwise for him to go. Both soldiers are going to be trying to go on to Hubada. He's just duking and dodging. He is going to have to use the Uber, but they committed so many people for it. They are going to lose probably high five because of it. He does get Donovan before he goes down. Really great stuff from high five. Now, froyotech can't push out whatsoever. Zilly gonna be using the Uber almost immediately. Gonna be trying to clean up these froyotech players.
Respawners coming in.
Yeah, the respawners coming in from froyotech. They do have a pyro onto the point, and that just might be enough. The pyro are gonna be pushing the players off the point right now. It is gonna be Ash being taken down. Just only 2 up for froyotech. Just gonna be trying to do it, and they call it GG, and it's gonna be GG.
Very close, but froyotech ultimately not gonna be enough. In 20 ZC are your DreamHack TF2 Community Clash NA Fall 2022 champions, walking away with $1,200. Commiserations to Froyotech taking second place and $600. But it was a hard fought victory, 3-2, and it was some close maps out there. Quite entertaining. Hopefully everybody had fun. And yeah, congratulations to 20ZC taking it in 3.
Yeah, really great stuff for them. 3-2. Overall throughout the entire series, and they 5-2 here on this the last Gully Watch map. And what a series it's been, Trad. You know, we can pull up logs for the final time tonight, just to see if we see anything interesting, um, so to speak. I see Logan and Banny at the top. Logan did 441 damage. That man is insane,
Yeah,
actually crazy at demo. I mean, he went 28 and 9.
he
That's
outdipped Habib actually so hard.
he
Like, look
really
at that,
did.
13 to 13, 28 to 9. Almost like almost 160 more DPM than Habib. He was actually just popping off so hard. And as I said, Danny, with the experience, he was playing pretty darn well as well. Unfortunately, like Sin and Yum Yum just unable to bring like some of the previous performance they had in the earlier games to this last one. But 20ZC, the out DPM, out DM on the rest of the players, just pulling
Yeah.
through in the critical one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, scout. This isn't really a scout map, so flank scout is definitely a bit tougher on something like Gully Wash. Regardless, massive damage from Logan, but still really great play from everyone on 20ZC to win it out at and their Ash, Branslam There's all of them were popping off high five as well. Med stats were basically even. Zilly dying 9 times, Hubba dying 11, which compared to the previous discrepancies we've seen is pretty even, all things considered. But still, really great stuff from 20ZC to walk away with the victory there, taking it 3-2 and the entire series 5-2 for this last Gully Wash map. And I don't think I'm going to ask production, do we have any interviews to expect?
I'm
All right. We
guessing
don't.
none. Yeah.
All right. Okay. We don't have any interviews. So that is going to be it at the moment. Thank you all for watching the yeah, thank you all for watching the DreamHack. Actually, Trad, you say because you know it. I don't know it.
DreamHack TF2 Community Clash North America Fall 2022. A bit of a mouthful, but we got through it. Thanks to our sponsors for the event: Intel, Monster Energy, U.S. Air Force, and Circle K. Of course, Essentials TF bringing you the event and the stream, partnering with DreamHack. The both froyotech and 20ZC getting the prize of the free BYOC tickets for DreamHack Atlanta, which will be happening, I think, November 18th to the 20th. So check out for more information on essentials.tf for that. But I think for this event that we do have, um, yeah, DreamHack Atlanta, as you say, $10,000 prize pool. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for us tonight on the Community Clash North America. I was Trad. Joining me was TC Mano and Core on production. Any last shout outs you got?
Obviously, shout outs to all the team. Shout outs to Core and all the Essentials guys. DreamHack for putting this on. It's always great to see. Shout outs to you, Trad. You're a beast caster. It's been great to cast with you this entire time. Shout outs to chat. Shout outs to Minus Rep, to Yeron Pugs, and yeah.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure casting with you, and hopefully all the viewers enjoyed what was a lengthy series, but quite an entertaining one as well. Final congratulations to 20ZC for pulling it through with the first place, and we will see you next time.